that's about as good as any place to go ahead and get this started. Hello, everybody. It is me, Bacon. I'm going to be playing a little bit of 7 Days to Die right here on the PC. On the PC, we're playing the Steam version of this game today. In fact, you know, I didn't even start it up yet. What a dum-dum. What a dum-dum. I only started my OBS, so you guys get to look at my face while I tell my computer to start 7 Days to Die. All right, there we go. It's launching right now, guys. It's launching right now. Give me a second. Give me a second. So yeah, I've been looking at our recent stuff, and when you play the game, we have a horde base that can survive a decent amount of damage, you know, but it seems like it's getting to the point of where it's becoming like when we did the horde base, the last server wipe, there was that time that the demo man almost blew up the pillar, which means their strength is getting higher. And I saw people complaining about demo men in the recent horde night, so I'm thinking it's time that we start building either pits or much bigger, stronger bases, or floating bases. And so that's going to be my goal for today is I don't know, I'm not gonna get a base built today, I mean, of course, but what my goal today is to simply get the ball rolling on getting materials, getting my mining skills up, and building that up. What up, Bacon Man? How are you this fine day? I'm doing well. How about yourself, man? Just got home from doing some Uber delivery about an hour and some change ago, did the lunch thingy, and now I'm just gonna stream for the rest of the day today, you know? Yeah, that's my plan, man. That's my plan. That's my big plans. Everything she wants for everything she sees. The perfect girl for me. And now you're 6 months older. And everything you want is everything you see. I love this song, man. The reach not good enough. I want to know what the hell you want from me, boy. That gives it away, though. He says boy there. Oh, good deal. Did your car start? Oh, yeah, I had to buy a new battery. The car would not start. I charged it all the way up, and the charger said full. And I took it over to the car, and by the time I got over there, it said empty. So it was like, it's done, you know. So I had to buy a new one. I found one for a $99 core charge of 22, but they took 22 back, so it was 99, you know. After tax, it was like 107, 108, some shit like that. So yeah, and then my Windows started working. So I'm actually thinking that before my battery was so weak that it wasn't able to charge up the window regulator, that it wasn't strong enough, and that when I was starting it before, I was probably starting it using simply I'm gonna turn these off for a little bit. They're not even smelting anything. Yeah. That I was starting it using the little additional starter that I was using. Last time I was charging the battery and then clipping one of those starters on and be like, all right, go. Dude, George Michael's the shit. And now you tell me that you're having my baby. I tell you that I'm happy if you want me to. But one step closer and my back will break. If my best isn't good enough, then how can it be good enough for two? Those are great lyrics, man. I can't work any harder than I do. Oh, I don't know if we're even saving sandwiches. Sandwiches, you can turn them into antibiotics, but we find antibiotics. So, I mean, I'm not even sure if there's any reason to, you know. He did die way too young. He was still making music very, very regularly, you know. And whether people are like, oh, it wasn't no good, it was good, his fans liked it, and that's all that counts, you know. And sometimes guys got to work for like a long time before they land on that big, like, fucking, like, you know, that one thing. I mean, so those hits, you know, it's like sometimes people got to work their whole life, and the guy already had like 90 hits, so give him some time, you know. So it's a shame he died so young. He would have come up with more hits in his life, you know. And then, I mean, you know, just it's the same because he's a young man who deserved to live more, you know. I mean, so that reason too, that he's not here anymore, you know. I don't even think that I love you. Yeah, I was just talking about that earlier. We talked about people that die too young, and Tom Petty came up again. You know, it's like that's one that died too young and didn't get the credit that like your George Harrison's got, your Prince's got. You know, who they deserve it. But I mean, so did Tom. But Tom kind of got treated like, oh, did you hear what the bassist from My Chemical Romance died or something? It's like, you know, it's fucking Tom Petty. I was like thinking earlier that if it wasn't for Tom Petty and his duets with Stevie Nicks, would her career really be as legendary as it is? Because those duets are a lot of what people remember. You know, like Stop Dragging My Car Around. Stop Dragging My Heart Around. Stop Dragging My Car Around. All right, raw materials. All right, what do I have for digging materials? Because remember I said that's going to be today's goal, is to start actually digging. All right, shovels. I got a 3. There's a 6 in there. This I got a 2. I'm gonna keep it on the iron and not the steel, because the steels they take too much endurance, you know. So I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna dig using these. We have a level 1 auger. I'll make sure to bring it back. Do we have repair kits? There's some. I'm gonna need a little more gas than I have right now. Is this auger modded up already? Yeah. Hey, Holden's in. Hold on. I'm gonna jump in the Discord here. We're jumping in the voice. Hey, Holden, what up? How you doing, man? Well, let me say hello in here. Hello. Ba 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 da 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 da. I need more gas than I've got. Yep, there it is. Yeah, we'll bring this for now, but we're going to put a bunch back when we're done. All right, so like I said, goal today, start mining, start getting a ton of rocks. I'm going to start the project of working on the floating base, but first I need to dig a massive fucking hole. And then the stone from the hole will be what I'm going to use to make the flagstone, and then the concrete to make the floating base platform. And then we'll go from there. But I need to start on it, you know? So a base, imagine like a swimming pool. You need a place where they want to jump in, like a diving board, and you need stairs for them to get out. If you don't put stairs, they're going to fall in the pool, and they're just going to start chopping at the sides. So you need to make the diving board like the catwalk that goes towards you, and then fall in the hole, and then stairs to come back out so they can repeat a circle. Otherwise, they're just going to start chopping shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, day 52 already. Yeah, I know. I know. Do I have any points right now? Nope, but I'm going to need to... Oh, wait. Let me get some, just some wood frames so that I can dig and kind of put a little frames around. Do we even have anything like that here? Not really. We have a ton of cobblestone. That's great. All right, just looking at all the stuff here. Nope. Okay, we'll bring some of this cobblestone. We'll bring some of it. Bring this, and we'll turn it to flag while we're out there. Wait, I can't make flagstone on me? So I gotta make it in here? Is it cobblestone? Okay, it's cobblestone you make first. Alright. Sorry, it's been a while. Flagstone is the final form, I think, if I remember right. Yeah, here it is. 30, that's more than enough, but we'll make them. So that was your first day of deliveries. Technically, today was my second day. Last night, I did it for, just like an hour, just so I can get my feet wet. And then today, I did it for like about 2 hours, you know? I just did the lunch thing. I got 3 deliveries. They were to deliver this thing called, Poke Company and Wings, or Poke Wings or something, whatever. I don't know, it was spelled P-O-K-E. But I got 3 orders from the exact same place at the same time, so I was able to pick them up and just go down the road, down the road, down the road. But it was fine. I mean, you know, really uneventful. Really not a lot to talk about, you know? I mean, I dropped it off. One was like a like a, what's it called? Like an office at the back of like a car park, and one was like a trucking company, and then one was a house. Yeah, so real exciting stuff. All right, I'm taking this stuff. I'm going out there. I'm gonna go dig. All right, I see Holden is hello, Holden. Hello. You got this from an airdrop. What'd you get? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to use all those, but yeah, absolutely. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go dig a hole somewhere. I'll probably put it out in the field, a little away from where this one is, you know? Actually, no, I don't want to build it too close to that one. So it's time to scout for a good, horde base that isn't too close to this one. I don't want to make it too close because, like, let's pretend I put it where that is, right? The enemies attacking one base will spawn where the other one is and inevitably destroy it. I see a bear. I have to kill this bear. Just a bear. I didn't want to unload him too much because every shot after he's dead damages him and sort of takes away the total amount of meat you're gonna get off him, you know? So it kind of damaged that. Hey, Zuniga, Dagoberto, Zuniga. Good to see you. And Smith. Hi, good to see you guys. All right. Some decent XP off him too. All right, so that horde base is there. You know what? I think that bear was kind of telling us that this would be a good direction to go build our next horde base. Hello, zombie. It's a zombie. So out here, I'm thinking, see this little sort of like valley shape right here? How close are we to the other one? Yeah, this is far enough away. This is good. This is a good place. All right. Digging to commence. I don't need... Why do I have this level 3 thing on me? Hold up. What? Yeah, this one. Wrong one. All right, let's go and store some generic crap in here until I come back. I don't know why I left with so much stuff on me, but, you know, these things happen. I'm gonna throw this away. That's the bear stuff. I'll keep that. I'll eat that. All right. How much attention did I just get right now? Not really any. Okay, so, I don't remember the exact dimensions of the horde base, but it was something like 10 by 10, I think, and you got to make the pit wider than that and then sort of put like a wall in it. So I'm just going to sort of start building the 10 by 10, and then after I get that going on, then we'll expand it if we have to. But we're just going to get the base start right now, you know what I mean? I'm barely paying attention to how much I'm digging. Hey, Marky. All right, so ultimately, like I said, there's going to be the floating base, which will be a lot of fun to build. I like building these. But you know, we gotta dig a big hole first, and we might as well get started at some point. And so from now, not from now on, but for a little while, every point of skill I'm going to be spending, I'll spend it on, what's it called? Like Miner 69er and the stuff, you know? 10 by 10 is right? Okay. And if I dig a little wider than that, that's fine. I'll just throw walls on it, you know? Because I'm going to have to dig out walls anyway. So if I go a little long here, I'm not too worried about it at all. Yeah, if I go too wide, like I said, I'll build up walls using flagstone and shit. What's with this fucking plant, man? I'm just wondering how long it's gonna be before I start getting the attention of some zombos and some jerkazoids, you know. I'm getting a decent amount of clay at least from this, you know. We can use that. Bunch of clay soil. Oh yeah, we'll handle the birds too. We'll do so at least some slits on top of bars. I don't want to do the whole roof of bars because bars have a weird habit of like collapsing when things go wrong. You know what I mean? Oh shit, I went too far. That's fine. All right, ignore that over there. Just ignore that. Well, it's a 49, 50, 51, a 52, a 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's a 60, 61, a 62, a 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile. There we go. Chop this shit up. This is gonna take a while, guys. It's gonna take a... Hey, what up?
Sorry, my mic sounds kind of bad.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
How you doing today?
Bad, as usual.
Oh no! Well, it's not all that bad. You have 2 eyeballs, both your hands working stuff, you know? Could be worse.
My grandfather.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'd be like,
My
yeah.
guy went off, and then he's like, I'm sorry.
I'd be like, well, you know, you could have been born with your heart on the outside or something. Shit, I don't know. That's usually what I tell people.
My God.
Like, could have been born with your heart on the outside.
that changed moves very quick.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Death.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
What's that?
Would you be able to see if my soundboard works?
Depends on what's on it, but yeah.
Oh, it's just like 2 sounds. It's just like the Windows error and then the anime wow.
The wow!
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I use that over on M1 highlights a lot.
But you want to know something?
What's that?
I use Ableton, right? So I can make it go deeper and higher.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
Yeah.
what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to get my lo-fi plugin in because it's just not working.
What do you mean?
It just okay. My VST plugins. I saved the instrument pack as a VST plugin.
Okay.
After doing the output, mixing, and other such, and it still doesn't show in my Ableton Live thing. I think that I have to make the plugin folder.
Maybe. You know, I don't mess around with the VST stuff that much, so, I mean, I couldn't tell you what's erroring on it, you know?
Yeah, I know, because, this is like the plugin that came with my Launchpad, and Ableton Live Lite came with my Launchpad as well.
Okay. What's Launchpad?
If you're able to look at my camera.
Is it like a, well, no, I don't have time to, I'm streaming and doing all this stuff. So, like, what is it? Is it like a tablet? Is it just a program? Blink twice if you have to do something? Wait, what? What does that mean?
What?
I'm reading the chat.
Oh, I didn't even tune into your stream.
Yeah, just reading the chat.
But it's basically an 8x8 array of buttons. Basically what it is, and it just transforms it into MIDI. I got the newest version, which is the Pro version.
Uh-huh.
And it basically adds these buttons and these track selectors. And I have the Launchpad X Pro. Pro, I say. Pro.
Okay.
I can't add any more emphasis on Pro.
Ooh, nice. What'd they charge for it?
300.
Ugh. Hey, Tanny. Got Tanny in the chat.
I'm gonna mostly like save it as. I'm gonna mostly use it as like, mostly like a soundboard, basically. What I'm trying to get. Now, if my save will just load, that'd be awesome.
All right, there we go. Let's see how big this hole is so far. Yeah, about that width. So, explanation to people watching, what we do next is we're going to put like a ring of flagstone on the edges, and then we're going to put plates along it. And the plates will be part of the reason everything floats. You'll see when it happens, but this is like the beginning of it.
I forgot that I had effects on it. So, ooh, I can't give it. Ooh, options.
Were you joining the server today?
Me?
Yeah.
I might.
Oh, gotcha.
I might. You never know.
I need to go get some more gas. I just ate up like 1,000 gas right now. 1,500, something like that. Ooh. Are you joining today, Miss Tanny?
Samples offline. What?
Oh, well.
Hold up. Okay, I gotta go back to my sounds folder.
Alright.
I gotta re-put the plug-in. I mean, the sound in. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Ugh.
Let's see. Yeah, I see what you wrote there, Holden. He said he's mining oil shale right now, so go and use the gas. Gotcha.
We have a desert?
Yeah. This is a re-rolled world, so we got a desert. And I don't know if we have snow or not, but I don't think there's anything unique in the snow.
Yeah, I wish that we were able to use the other world, because I was doing so good on it for my first ever time playing.
That's okay. I mean, just repeat what you did, you know what I mean? It's not like you're...
That's gonna be a bit hard.
Well, it's not like you're going to experience something you haven't already experienced in the game. The zombies are, you know, the same zombies and the same weapons, you know. So if you did fine before, you'll continue to do fine.
I only been through one horde night, and I didn't die once, but the others did.
Nice. Nice, see?
Oh, the only reason why is because I had to restart G-Force.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
once I left, they both died. I forgot who I was playing with that night.
All right, some points in a minor 69er. I'll keep that up as it keeps going.
So wait, how are you able to access the other points, like the second point on like on the skills? Is what I'm trying to say.
You have to hold on really quick. Let me jump up here. What you have to do is you have to put more points into, like, let's look at strength, right? If you want to put 1 point into minor 69er, you can because you have 1 point in strength. But if you want to put a second point in minor 69er, it requires 3 points into strength. So you have to spend some points in the base skill itself to unlock the ability to then purchase the other ones as you go out.
But on this one thing, I had like all 1 points.
Uh-huh.
But did I had to have like the base point for like the top one?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to have the base point. And then you also have to be very careful. If the base number is green, that means it's falsely buffed at that moment. And that means it might allow you to purchase skills that when the buff wears off no longer exist. So that's something that you'll have to watch out for when purchasing them. Look at the base skill it's governing it. Make sure it's not green at that moment because you might be buying something you can actually use when the buff wears off.
Oh, okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, huh? All right, I went way too far on this, guys. So let's obviously chop these over here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Excellent. All right, so this will be the shape of the whole. And then I can sort of start showing you the basics of what we're doing here. I can build the floating part just on this dirt, and then you'll see as I dig out, it'll disappear, obviously. So let me get on that. Madness, they call it gladness. To see.
Johnny Cash.
Well, this is a Madness by what's his name? Madness by Prince Buster. They call it
I saw you
gladness.
listening to Johnny Cash earlier.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a rotating playlist, so you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
It was Johnny. Yeah, this one will work. Wow! Is there an on face button? Ah, there is.
What? Oh.
Did you see that Roblox took that oof out?
Yeah, they actually did.
I know. It's like, how can you take out, like, literally the most famous thing about your game?
Oh, it's because the person that made that audio didn't get any payment for it.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to use that sound anymore.
Yeah, it turned into basically a copyright issue, you know?
Yeah.
It makes me wonder the day that that somebody's gonna finally call out this game on the TIE fighter noises and the dogs dying, because the dogs dying sound like TIE fighters. I say it every fucking time.
But we already called them out on a bunch of shady stuff that they have been doing. A lot of stuff.
Who, Roblox?
Yeah, Roblox. The entire company.
What they've been doing?
Oh, they're not taking care of the child molesters, like using the Roblox app. They're suing
online
this
safety
one guy,
stuff, yeah.
And they're suing this one guy that's trying to help the Roblox community with all of these pedophiles on Roblox.
Yeah.
Instead, they're suing him for all of his pennies.
For all of his pennies.
But I'm not joking. They want all of his revenue from his YouTube.
Yeah. How do I copy this? There we go. Copy shape, and then on face.
But I had like over 64 sounds for my mom's laptop.
All right, this is the basic concept of the floating base, guys. So if you look what I've done right here, it doesn't look like it should work, but technically this base is, oops, let me get rid of that one, is one solid connected piece. Even though these gaps exist here, these gaps are actually holes in the block itself, and then the next block has a hole, and the holes are pressed against each other, making the hole look super big. But these are basically 2 plates on 2 blocks next to each other, and the plates are facing outwards. And so that's what you're seeing here. After I chop out underneath it, you'll see the centerpiece will not fall down. It will fall down if you turn it into steel, though, because steel does not have as long of a... See, I can't put any blocks down there now. You see that? You see what I'm showing you here? So that's the concept of the floating base. And then I'm going to have to obviously alter this. I'm going to have to build a catwalk going out to lure them across, and then we have to build like a staircase down here for them to get out, and we have to dig down like 5 or 6 blocks so that when demo men blow up, the top of the arc of their explosion doesn't damage our floors.
For some reason, Contact 6 is still installing.
My God! Hold on, let me read some chat here. Gap! No, Stephanie Monster, while playing 7 days, good to see you. Good to see you, Stephanie.
Hey, do you want to listen to something?
What's that?
You want to hear something quick?
What's that?
Oh, I accidentally pitch bend that up. I meant to do it down.
Whoa!
What the heck?
Yeah, I know.
I see.
Yeah,
my
I know.
cable is on my cable is on my right ear. That's why it was going on.
Let's see. They have this code discovery they haven't patched since launch. The whole scam world problem thing got users pattern instantly. What are you talking about?
I don't know. That's gotta be the most creepiest thing I ever heard. I ain't gonna lie. Ooh,
Oh my goodness. So, I'm obsessed with this Dark Side Phil thing. I talk about him in almost every stream. He's a streamer that begs for money every single stream, you know? He begs for about like about $400 a day. If he doesn't get it, he starts like yelling at his fans and stuff. He's a real asshole.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he wants about $400 a day. I'm not exaggerating. He has a goal set up for 150 and he streams twice. And unless he makes his goal, he will whine and complain and talk about how he's not gonna be able to pay his bills. He makes about $150,000 a year, and he's always talking about he's broke, right? So anyways, Wings of Redemption, he's a different lolcow. He's got these trolls that have been hounding him for the past like couple of weeks. Got him banned off of YouTube, and then they got him banned off of Twitch, then they got him banned off of Facebook Gaming, then they got his Streamlabs account banned, they got him banned off of Twitter Gaming. It's like, holy fuck. And they've turned their attention to Darkside Phil. And Darkside Phil has been taunting them, and in 2 days they got his channel two copyright strikes, 1 community strike, and about a dozen copyright violation where they just flag you and stuff. And he's about to lose his goddamn channel. He's about to lose his goddamn channel. He's been lying to everyone saying it's all copyright flags, but today he got a community strike, which is when you say things you're not supposed to, and people restream his stream. So they looked at the stream that he got the strike for, and it was he was bashing transgendered people and people of the like. So like any form of a person that is not of a standard binary sexuality, he kind of lumped them all in his bitching for the day. And he's done that in the past, but his videos in the past all existed in the older days when YouTube did not have that as a policy, so they've let him get away with that, and he's always used that as an excuse. But now he had his Yakuza playthrough taken down for shit he was talking, and he's gonna have a hard time convincing the fans that give him money every day that this had something to do with copyright when we find out that it's literally him again. Like always, he's been caught with racist stuff, sexist stuff, just everything you can think where if he wants to talk down to somebody, he's gonna. And that happened to him today. Wow. It's hilarious to watch. He's been doing streams for the past like 24 hours just begging and talking about, if I go down, guys, you're gonna have to find me over here, go over here, pledge to my Patreon and donate, because we could disappear any minute. It's so fun to watch.
My guy sounds like Joe Rogan.
But no, when you picture Joe, you picture like a muscular man who's kind of smart. Whether you agree with Joe or not is one thing, but I mean, I'm not gonna say he's not a smart guy. He's kind of a smart guy, you know what I mean? Whereas Phil is a buffoon. He is a buffoon. Oh my goodness.
Hey, you want to hear this filter that I put?
The dark one. Why would people give that dude money? I don't know. Well, some people give it to him because there's a never-ending there's a never-ending line of new kids. You know what I mean? So for every person that figures out who he is, there's like 10 new viewers who are like, what's this? Why are you picking on him? You know? And then he gets money from them for 6 months till they figure it out. And then a new batch comes along and he's like, well, look at these people that are mean to me. It's like, they're mean to you because they got to know you. You know? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
you wanna hear something?
what's that?
I put a midnight filter on this.
Oh. So yeah,
Basically just a low pass filter.
the days of Phil, the days of Dark Side Phil of DSP Gaming, they are coming to a close, and you can tell he knows it. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad watching it.
Sad.
It is.
Hilarious.
No, he cried in his stream last night, his emergency begathon, and it wasn't fake crying. It was the real stuff because he was trying his best to hide it, and he wasn't like, if it's fake crying, he will bring it up and raise its attention because he knows it equals tips. But he was trying his best to hide behind the glasses, you know. And then as soon as he was done crying, he tried to appeal to the trolls. He's like, you know, I always thought in the past that there was like an unspoken agreement where, you know, you would just watch me struggle and you make fun and I wouldn't copyright strike you, but now everyone's gone too far. Don't you want to keep making fun of me? It's like, dude, have some fucking self-respect. Don't you want to keep making fun of me? Is sad. That's just sad. But yeah, dude.
I effed himself over.
Yeah, dude, watching Phil is hilarious. It's funny. And he deserves it because, like, he's been bad-mouthing these people for a while. He's been saying shit like, bring it on, and, you know, oh, whoever you are, you're fucked.
Them in general.
Yep. And then today I found out that this one takes actual investment, that a bunch of people start doing chargebacks. So what that is on PayPal, right? Let's pretend I want to donate to your PayPal. I can donate money. And let's pretend I donate $5, right? I'll donate $5. You get the $5, la 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 la, and you spend it. And then a month from now, I say, you know what? I regret donating that money to you. So I'm going to tell PayPal, my daughter stole my card and did some charges on it, and I didn't approve it. I want my money back. So PayPal contacts the person that got the tip, and they get the $5 back. But they also charge the person who got the tip an additional $20 for a chargeback fee. Now, when someone wants to do this maliciously, they might donate 200-300 times at $1 a piece, and then wait a month, and then call them all back. So Phil got a whole shit ton of chargebacks yesterday on top of it all. So everything is coming to roost on this guy all at once, And I don't feel even the slightest bit bad for him. I don't feel bad for him at all. He makes literally $150,000 every year. We've seen his bank record. Someone hacked his bank account, showed everybody. He makes roughly between $7,000 and $9,000 a month on YouTube ad revenue. That's just the ad revenue. He makes between $2,000 and $3,000 a month on super chats. He makes between $2,000 and $3,000 a month on his Patreon. He makes between $5,000 and $7,000 a month on his PayPal donations. So I don't feel bad for him. You know, these numbers fluctuate giving on the month. You know. Giving on the month.
It's deserved.
You know, it's just like, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad, Phil. Oh, yeah. Having 2,000 donut and someone does a chargeback. Well, actually, Patch, what would hurt more is one 2,000 dono gets the 2,000 chargeback, but two 1,000 donos get the same 2,000 plus double the charge fees. So what would hurt him the most is literally if he gets multiple chargebacks for smaller amounts. Then it really starts to add up, you know?
Hey, is it okay if I mess around with the sound in here?
A little bit. Don't go overboard.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm not a cartoon stream. But a little bit's fine. That's fine.
I'm not tight. You want to know something?
What's that?
I do plan on making like a small little meme song with like this.
Uh-huh.
And this.
There we go.
It's gonna be kind of funny.
What did I just hear? Thought I just heard something. Not that. Every CB is $20? What does that mean?
Cashback.
Oh, every
cashback
chargeback, every chargeback. Yep, every chargeback is $20. He didn't say how many he got charged back, but he did say he got one. But last time this happened, the person hit him with like $1,000 of chargebacks, all in small amounts of $10 and $15 a piece. He was so screwed last time. There you go. Look at this thing. It's technically floating, guys. The base is now floating. So what we do now is we dig down far enough so the zombies will fall, hurt themselves a little bit, and then give them a staircase to get back up. So we'll dig like a door going out that comes up, you know? But this is the concept. Then the base, it's floating.
Hey, what kind of sounds do you want me to add?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's I don't know. That's up to you. I just make all my sound effects from scratch. When I make my sound effects, what I do is I think of a movie, I like a scene, I go to YouTube, I clip it, I pull out the video, and I start fucking with the audio after that, you know? Like round off the beginning and the end to get rid of the silence ports, put a compressor on, maybe put an enhancer on to smooth out some of the sounds that disappear in the background, you know? I do it all in Sony Vegas. I make an audio clip out of it later.
Yeah, that's too expensive for me on Steam, for the Steam client.
Yeah. Well, there's the one on Steam is garbage. They have one called Magix Pro, which is, it was Sony Vegas, but Sony sold it to a company called Magix. And Magix, their version doesn't work anywhere near as good as the older Sony Vegas. It crashes so much.
No, they still have Sony Vegas. They still have it.
Sony doesn't own it anymore. It's not even called Sony Vegas anymore. It's made by a company called Magix now, and the Magix version sucks. The Magix version, it's almost like you're playing like a mobile app that's pretending to be Sony Vegas. I swear to God, go and look it up. When you go to purchase it now, the Sony's name is no longer on it.
Right,
Yeah, it's MIGIX.
Wow.
Yeah, it's still called Vegas Pro, but Sony no longer owns it, and the company that now owns it messed with the software, and the software is garbage. Like, Sony Vegas always crashed a lot. So, I mean, that's not new, but it'll only work for 10 minutes now and crash. It'll crash if you put, like, maybe, like, 2 video files in the same timeline. It'll crash if you do, like, cross-fading between video images. It's really weak now. I don't know what they did to it. And then the actual interface, it's real clicky now. Like, if you feel like you're fighting it now. Sony Vegas didn't feel like that, you know? Magix Movie Maker was always shit. Their audio stuff was pretty nice. Well, they're using the Sony Vegas template because I bought the Magix Pro, and then I was like, what is this? And I hunted out an old copy of Sony Vegas, and I used that instead. Because the Sony Vegas Pro it works so much more reliably, and it was always unreliable. So that's saying something, you know? Yeah. Exactly. Oof. Roblox. Oof.
I could do that at the perfect time, so it's a funny thing.
Oof.
Oh,
there you go.
Kidding me.
Yeah, you see what we're doing here, guys? Look at this.
Is my keyboard not working or something? My keyboard is not working. Hold on, I gotta do a little tappy tap tap, you know?
Your keyboard died on you?
Oh yeah, kinda.
Oh. Do you share USB ports, like with a splitter or anything?
Oh no, it's not because of that. It's like a random shortcut.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I thought maybe, you know, you were sharing too many things on the same little USB port and they're choke each other out or recognizing like multiple devices. You know. Yep, the sex dungeon's in progress, Marky. This item needs repairs. Do I have another point yet? Not yet. I'm only halfway up. And then I changed a thing on my OBS. I had my OBS set to maximum sharpening, and then I was looking at the stream 2 streams ago. I was like, you know, it looks a little harsh on the eyes. An indescribable quality that just looks like sort of like static noise on the edge of stuff, a little bit of artifacting, you know, just looked harsh on the eyes. And that was using Lanco's 32 times downscaling. And I changed to bicubic downscaling, which is supposed to sort of generate just a little bit of like a subtle blur almost, you know, to some of the harsher edges. And I used it on this stream and the last one. And I'm noticing I do like the way it looks just a little bit more, you know, just a little bit more than it did before. So I'm gonna leave it this way for a while because I kind of think it was generating too harsh of an image the other way, you know. And it looks like Skazy has joined.
Greetings.
Hola! Hola, Chola. How you doing? I did my Uber deliveries today.
There you go.
I did 3 deliveries, all from the exact same restaurant. I turned my shit on and I hung out in, like, near Ontario Mills. It's like a mall near me, you know? Hung out there for, like, 20 minutes. And then I got a little bling, and it said 3 deliveries. I'm like, ooh, what the fuck? Because I'm new to it. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then it said all at Poke Bowl and Wings, or Poke Company and Wings, or some shit like that. I'm like, oh, all right. So just had to pick up the food and drive to 3 different places that were all down the same road. They were all down 4th Street. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, how do I have floating platform? With plates. With plates. I'll explain it in a moment here, Patch, but I'm in the hole right now, so I'm having a hard time, you know, getting to an area where I can actually point it out, but I'm about to jump out of the hole and go stretch my legs and walk around and go to Trader. So when I do, I'll show you. So give me just a few seconds. I'm gonna get some free watch time out of him now. Watch this. I'm glad they never fixed the floating base. I haven't tried it in an alpha or 2, you know? Alright, I can get out this way. Wait, what's stopping me? Oh, it's that brick, isn't it? Yep. Ah, shit. I hate digging natural dirt staircases.
Danny.
Okay, so what's going on here, Patch, anybody can build this. Make sure you dig a hole. Make the hole about like 12 by 12, no larger than that. And then inside the hole, we're going to make this platform. Make sure this platform does not exceed... is it 10 by 10? Is that the number? I made it a little smaller on purpose, right? Make sure this does not exceed by 10 by 10 and do not upgrade it past concrete. If you make it past steel, it will fall, right? On the edges of it, do you see I put a plate right there? You can see the plate. You see how the corner has that? Because there's a plate on both sides. The plates are actually pushing against plates along this wall. You can see there's nothing right there because there's plates. The 2 plates are technically touching each other. I fell in here. Let me get back out again. Hey. The plates are technically touching each other with the blank edges against each other's backs. So you can see right there, there's 2 plates. Let me show you how they're doing it. There it is. Let's get out of here. All right.
Let's skedaddle.
Yeah, let me show them how we're doing this. I'm gonna float something off this little block out here. All right. Put 1 plate on its face against the wall. Whoop. Now do you see how far it pushes this one out like this? Rotate it. Well, on advanced rotation. There we go. There it is. That's the floating. Wow. Oh, that's the floating.
I didn't even realize that there was other people in this voice chat.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's the floating base concept right there, Patch. And then you build it, you can build the floating part, and then you're going to want to build it so that it's being supported from different directions using that same plate concept. So you can see right there, we built the floater in the center of this hole that's being completely held up by this. Now, this isn't good enough on its own. If you do this and just leave it like this, the zombies won't know how to get to you, and their next course of action will be to destroy any blocks they recognize, so they'll start destroying these bricks and your shit will fall. What you need to do is create like a catwalk. So I'm gonna have to like pull like a little U shape out here and create like a catwalk that the zombies will then want to run at you on, that you can shoot them off of and they'll fall down. And then same thing, if you don't give them a way out back to the catwalk, they'll start destroying the pit because they won't know what else to do. So you got to make a staircase where they'll run back up and be like, there you are, and then repeat the catwalk process. So that's what we're building here, and that's how it goes, man. All right, let's go to the trader. Let's get our experience for whatever the hell I did yesterday that I forgot about.
I don't know if I'm able to have this sound in the stream, but I'm still gonna download it because I want it for later.
Oh, what is it?
I'll grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy, stir your asshole up like a hot bowl of chili.
Yeah. It is going to be.
Hear the sound?
No, it's okay.
Well, I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm gonna add it to the soundboard.
No, please don't. I never know it's copyrighted, so I would prefer not to have soundboard stuff on here.
I don't think it's copyrighted.
The Roblox oof turned out. No, this is my stream, and I'm asking you to please not play soundboard stuff on my stream. The Roblox oof is copyrighted, for instance.
Okay, that airdrop was worth it.
What's in it?
Wait,
I got
what?
a drum magazine.
Oh my god!
What'd you get?
An actual airdrop.
A drum magazine.
Nice.
I never knew a drop could actually be useful.
It's rare to find honor in these dark times.
All right, let's see.
Put more bullets in my gun.
The more you know.
All right, I got a lot of clay soil because I just did the top layer, but next we got to do the rocks and shit. But I have used up most of the gas. I know Holden says that he is now digging in the dirt, so that the desert, so that he's gonna get the gas, you know, for more gas for us. But for now, I've used up all the gas. So if I do dig more, I gotta do it the old-fashioned way, which maybe I will. Maybe I'll go and level up really quick by doing a mission, and then go dig in the dirt so that my digging is more efficient.
Well, I'm gonna join the other VC that I was in before I even joined this voice chat.
Cool, man. You have a good day.
I just wanted to check in.
I hear
how
you.
the server was doing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I might join back later.
The server was just laggy earlier because of a bad start. Restarting it fixed it, apparently, you know. So it's all good. It's all golden again.
So that's why it's lagging.
It was terrible.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's the only explanation. You know, when the restart happened, it fixed itself. So it's like, yeah, it just happens sometimes. It just happens sometimes. There's not much you can do about
We'll
it.
see ya.
All right, see ya.
You know,
You love that we're still in the same base. BTW, what does that stand for? Talking
way.
gibber. What? No, you're making that shit up, man. No human on Earth would ever use those words in that order. Gosh, these guys. Oh my gosh.
I want to dig a treasure.
Oh, yeah, yay. Ooh, I didn't look at the weapons today. Ah, bacon, 200,000 gas is crafting. Oh, wait, I need to eat food before I die. I'm about to die. There you go. Arr. All right, now I'm not quite so dead anymore. All right, let's take actually, let's take a couple of these. And then, oh wait, I brought stuff home in my motorcycle. Let's what did I have in here? Remember I got all that meat from that bar? I killed a bar with my bare hands. With my bare hands, I pulled the trigger of an AK and killed that bear. Pretty good, huh?
that sounds more.
Yeah. We got a lot. We have 300 meat here. Ah. Yeah, so Darkside Phil is screwed, guys. I know this is just my own weird personal thing, but it's fun watching Phil and his comeuppance. It's literally hubris and karma all rolled into one. It's so fun to watch. Just earlier this week, he was yelling at his trolls, daring them to copyright strike him. He with those. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not, like using more words. He used the words, "I dare you to copyright strike me," to his trolls on his fucking stream. And so they did it. They did it a lot. And the day he got a community strike, he deserves the community strikes. He likes to use the R word. He likes to not the sexy R word, the sexy one, not the sex R word, but the other R word. He likes to use that a whole lot. He likes to, he's been caught on camera using the N word a ton, although he hasn't done it in a while. The F word you say to gay people, says that a lot, when he plays like Street Fighter or like Call of Duty, and he gets particularly mad. It accidentally pops out sometimes, and so he kind of deserves what happened when it comes on that front. And then he had a lot of racist stuff against black people will pop out, and it's not all negative, but it is consistent. It's consistent enough to be like, Phil. The one last week, he's playing some game and he makes some slave trade joke out of fucking nowhere. It's like, this is a cutscene, Phil. Where the fuck did this come from? So the community strike on his channel is well deserved. It's something that was a long time coming. You could literally choose any. Okay, you know how you can Google shit up, right? There's a website for Googling up Darkside Phil streams if you want to look up a specific word in his stream. One of his detractors set up, it's called pigpiggo.net, like DuckDuckGo, but it's pigpiggo.net. And you can go there and it'll say, what word do you want to look up in Phil's stream? And you'll be like, I want to look up the R word that you use when someone's not as fast as other people. Okay, and you look that word up and it'll literally put like a list of his videos with time markers down. If you ever feel like it going there and just typing a word in just to see, you'll get an idea about his history. There's a whole lot in there. There's a whole rope with an A. Barky. Yes, that word. And so he got his community strike today, and that's not something you can really contest. The only way you can contest it is by saying, no, you misinterpreted the word I said, or if the context as to which you said the word can be justified. Like, for instance, I was reading literature that involved a word, or I was giving historical connotation, and certain words historically were necessary to tell the story of slavery or World War II or whatever. Those are literally the only ways. That's not gonna work. He plays Kirby and Street Fighter for a living, you know what I mean? So it was fun to watch this one. It's fun to watch. This one's been a long time coming. If you ever wonder, well, what has he ever done to me? He went to bankruptcy court last year and got over $400,000 expunged from his debt. So he cost you personally as a taxpayer some money. He went into bankruptcy because he found himself about $500,000 in debt. And he owns 2 houses and pretends to be broke. It's fucking disgusting, man. It's got a BMW. I don't have a BMW. He's not a Kirby main in Smash. He played, there was a Kirby game that came out this year, and he was playing it, and he got so mad he rage quit it. And when he rage quit, he's like, this is like fucking Dark Souls. I mean, it's like fucking Dark Souls. Who wants to fucking play Dark Souls when they're playing Kirby? He's like, dude, this is a child's game. This is not Dark Souls. But what makes that funny is he's been on camera, and I'm going to quote him, I'm one of the best gamers in the country. I'm literally one of the best gamers in the country. You can put me in front of any game and I will play at a professional level. Yeah. Yeah, the Phil saga is fun to watch. And it's an exciting time to get involved because this is the, I don't know what this saga is called. He's gone through many sagas. There was the Street Fighter Evo saga. There was the Liana saga. He used to have this girlfriend that he moved into his house when she turned 18, which means he was dating her when they were 17. It's like, oh, groomer Phil. And so the Liana saga was really funny to watch. That's also called the Panda saga because she was called Panda Lee when she had a channel, you know. Has he ever played Dark Souls? Yeah, he plays Dark Souls. When he plays Dark Souls, if anybody's ever played Dark Souls here, he overpowers the fuck out of his character before going forward, and he plays using the cheapest of tactics. He uses like a ton of magic. He uses a ton of like the little companions that go in. Like he plays it as cheap as possible, and then he overpowers his character by like, you know, 20 or 30 levels before he attempts anything, you know? Yeah. So to him, if it's hard, it's like Dark Souls, because then that means it's not that he's bad, it's that the game is really, really hard, which honestly, Dark Souls is not as hard as people make it out to be. It's just unforgiving if you don't learn, and it's also scary feeling. But I mean, it's really not that hard. The game gives you all the tools you need to fucking win, you know? Just saying. There we go.
Hey, Ken.
Yo!
Golden wants you to accept the party invite.
Oh, I didn't accept the party invite? My bad. My bad. Oh, there we go. Whoop, there we go. I'm in. It's a little hard to hear because I'm auguring. So if you were saying, hey, bacon, that might have been the dealie. Because the augur is a loud one. She's a loud one. Hello. Ooh, a personal robot. I've never had one. Thank you. All right, let's see what he does. How do I deal with this robot? Is he already following me? No, here he is. Here's my robot. My robot friend. Oh!
How may I assist you?
Oh! May I see your inventory? Will you heal my allies? Oh, Holden's already healed. All right.
Great to see you, Master.
It's good to see you, robot man. Do you have any inventory? No, but you can. You can hold stuff for me. My robot friend. Smash the like, Marky. Smash the like. Battletoads is hard. Yeah, Battletoads. Yeah, if you really want hard games, Ninja Gaiden is hard, both original and the Xbox versions. Let's see. Fucking Turtles, Battletoads. These are hard games, you know? Yeah, Dark Souls is medium hard, but I mean, no, not as hard as people like to make it out to be. I think people like to pretend it's harder than it is so they can feel like they beat a hard game. But it's not as hard, people say. What? That's the sound my auger's making.
I turned my game volume off so I don't hear it, and you're making it sound effect.
I gotta back this up. I'm my own backup singer. Play old NES games without the SNES games without the save module? Oh, fuck that, dude. Died 3 times. So hardcore SNES mode. It's so hardcore I break my SNES afterwards if I die. I smash it like a fucking Who guitar. It's not fully hard, it's a semi. Yeah, exactly. Gaffa. Dark Souls is just semi-hard. Like it's been drinking. Oh my god, he just gave... This is not even a double entendre. It's just single entendre. Not hardcore SNES mode. Iron Man SNES mode. Hardcore is when you die, you start over. Iron Man is when you die, you break your console. That used to be Iron Man Magic the Gathering. Hey, why'd you put these here? Why are the frames here? How am I gonna get out now? Alright, going down more. And then you're going to want to dig your hole much deeper than you actually originally planned, because you're going to want to put a layer on the bottom of concrete and shit. There will be some stuff that blows up down there sometimes. There will be damage going down there, because under my floating platform, I'm going to put like a little square of like bars so that we can shoot zombies that want to hang out down there, you know? And so with that being said, you're going to want to make your floor deeper than it is, because you're going to end up building it back up some using bricks. But then you want it to be deep enough that if a demo man stands right here, he's not damaging it. So you want this shit to go down like 6 blocks or something like that, like really far in the end. In the end, you want it to be 6 blocks minimum. So we're going to drop him a decent drop. We'll do a decent drop here. Hey, I got another skill point. Woo. Woo. Yeah, we'll put this one into mother load then. Yeah. Yeah, there it goes. Whoop. Gavin! 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 Are you looking for Gavin too? Gavin! Gavin! Have you seen Gavin? You played Red Dead Redemption 2, Tanny?
No.
Then you don't know what I'm talking about with Gavin, do you? in Red Dead Redemption 2, you're walking through a town and you see a gentleman. He's a gentleman. He's dressed very nice. He's very clean for the time, you know? And he's walking going, Gavin! Gavin! Have you seen Gavin? And when you talk to him, he's like, have you seen my friend Gavin? I've been looking for him. He's been missing for 2 weeks now. Oh, I'm just so worried about him. Excuse me, Gavin. And then he leaves. And then later on in the game, you're in a different town, and there he is again, Gavin! But the guy is becoming more and more disheveled, like he's been walking around the Old West for like fucking weeks. And when you've talked to him again, he's like, I just can't seem to find Gavin. He's just so elusive. Gavin! He leaves again. And like you keep looking for, every time you go to a town, this dude keeps appearing, but he talks to you like you're seeing him again. Like you know, he's like, I still can't find him. I keep looking for him. And then eventually you find him wandering through the fucking woods looking for Gavin. At that point, he looks like he's been walking through the woods, you know? And a lot of people like to conjecture that that guy is actually crazy, that he's actually looking for a split personality that stopped appearing, you know? But yeah, it's a great little scene. The guy looking for Gavin. Gavin. Oh, Gavin. I love the Gavin guy. The game always sets it up so that you can hear him yelling from like far away before you see him too, you know? So you're like, I hear the Gavin guy, where is he? You look around, it's like, there he is. Gavin, where could he be? Jeff Ramsey voices the train ticket guy? What, in Red Dead? Really? Oh, wait. I know which one you're talking about. The guy that talks like this. He has sort of like a... He sort of talks like Lester on Family Guy, sort of. That guy. The guy that gives you the stagecoach jobs. The only reason I know it's him because he was the only voice in the game that I thought, this doesn't sound like a real voice actor. This sounds like a YouTuber or something. But I know the train ticket guy you're talking about. He has sort of like a lisp the way he talks, with a bit of a southern thing. Yeah, RDR2 is amazing, Patch. I love that game. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so good. It's so good. I know what I said. It's so good. Every time I see the scene where Arthur Morgan is talking to the sister and he admits to her that he's afraid of dying, I get like choked up. I'm like, oh, poor Arthur. He's afraid of dying. Oh. It's a great game. It's a wonderful game. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll do another Red Dead Redemption 2 stream coming up here. I won't do them very often because it's such a slow-paced game and it really does not get a lot of viewers. But I mean, it's a game that I love, so I do like just playing it just to enjoy it. You know, I'd probably beat it 3 times this year. There's so many good moments in it. There's just so many good moments, like unique moments, like when you're playing John Marston and John buys his house. They have this little scene where he builds his house with his friend, and you play at this little mini button game building his house, and they play this cute little song, this little whistling Western song that's timed up with him like hitting his hammers and stuff, building his little house. And it's like, this is fucking adorable, you know? I've never seen a game take a moment to do this, you know? You want to play the solo mode on your own? Have you not played Red Dead 2 solo, Marky? It's amazingly great. I only have one criticism of the game. There's only one, and it's sort of like plot criticism. There's a segment of the game, because everything in the game is themed. It's themed. There's like the early days where things are good, and then it turns into like the bad, and then it goes real bad, and then there's like karma involved, and there's like obviously like there's these themes going on, but there's this chunk in the middle that serves no purpose, where they're on a boat and they sort of get sidetracked to this island for like an hour and a half in the game. And I've thought about it every which way, and there's one event that happens on the island that is sort of informative to the story, but it's an event that honestly could have happened anywhere and didn't need to happen on the island. And so I kind of wonder why they take this narrative detour that only has one purpose that didn't have to happen there, and come up with this entire huge environment that you don't explore or really interact with just for this thing. It kind of felt like the Mexico part of Red Dead 1, but with that area had a whole lot of meaning to the plot, whereas the part I'm talking about at Red Dead 2 is very pointless to the plot. And so that's my only criticism, is when they go to Guarma, absolutely unnecessary, even sort of confusing and distracting from everything else the plot was doing up until that point. Oh, Gaffa. Oh, Gaffa, I didn't know you're all supporter grip. Shit. I mean, I knew that, but, you know, I forget that kind of stuff. Yeah, that part made no sense. Yeah, Patch, that part was weird. I mean, I didn't hate it or anything, but I was like, what are we doing here, you know? And then it ended as soon as it began, and it's never brought up again, so it didn't even, like, affect the story. You know, you didn't learn something, you didn't lose something, you didn't gain anything. You look at Dutch differently after it because of an event that happens, but you know the event I'm talking about, the old lady? That could have happened behind the bank or anywhere. It could have happened on any job that someone got in their way. You know what I mean? It didn't happen to happen in Guarma. So it makes me wonder, what the fuck were they doing? Because the environments in Guarma, you could have made an entire game with the details there. You know how Red Dead is? Like the environments are really, really like accurate. So they make this like sort of Cuban island, which required all new plants, all new birds, all new everything, all new shading on the dirt. And it's like, for what? For this segment that we could have done without completely. Yeah, so I love the game, love it. It's a 9.9 because there's no such thing as a 10. And that point 1 is Guarma. Is why did they do that? It's why did they do that? But everything else in the game is beautiful. It's so good. Man, I'm talking myself into playing a little bit later, you know? I miss being Arthur Morgan. Yeah, there's a bunch of mods for Red Dead 2, but most of them are pointless. But there are a few mods that I do appreciate. And the one that I want to get is, at some point in the game, you play John instead of Arthur. But what they did was they just threw a John skin over Arthur. And so parts of his body, because Arthur's an older man, not super old, but he's older than John. And so their build is different. So John ends up not quite looking quite right, you know? But there's a mod that, the John Marston Restoration Project, where they literally try to, like, you know, restore his skin, restore his body, add like animations to his walk that look more John-like and stuff like that. That's the only mod I can really honestly see adding to that game. Because it's so fucking beautiful. I can't see any like mod improving the way it looks. Arthur's Redemption arc is so good. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The good ending. You cried watching the good ending. I know. It's amazingly perfect. And it had to happen that way. You know, the way it ends, it had to happen that way. If they made some happy ending, the story wouldn't have carried the weight it carries. You know, it's just, it's so good. And then the way the story just continues was bold. It was very bold, because I found myself not wanting to play, but then pushing forward and realizing that you're playing to give what Arthur did meaning. It's so good. It's so good what that game means, what all the story means and all your actions mean to the story in it. And the characters are so rich. Dutch Vanderlyn or Sadie. Oh, Sadie, she's so good. Sadie is a girl that you pick up in the beginning of the game. When you first start the game, you're hiding out in the snowy hills. A job went wrong, and you're on the run from the law. And when you're up there, you find a cabin, and the cabin, you're gonna we're gonna go up there. We're gonna ask for help. And so you go to the cabin, but the people in the cabin are other gunfighters of a rival gang, and a gunfight starts. And then when you go in the cabin, you find out that those gunfighters actually occupied some woman's home. And they had her tied up in the basement. They did unspeakable things to her, and they killed her husband. And so you take her into your gang, this poor victimized woman, and she sort of joins your gang, and she goes from being a victim to being a very, very dangerous member of your gang. She's good, but don't cross her. Because she has almost no will to live, and so she does things very recklessly, which as a gangster is useful, you know. Sadie, Sadie, how I love thee. Yeah, she was a great character. She still loves her husband, so she ultimately just wants revenge. She wants to kill those fuckers that did that to her and her husband, you know. It's a great game. It's such a great game. I even love the camp dynamic that they made. Dutch is the gang leader, and Arthur's his right-hand man. And everybody who lives in the gang, they all steal. And they have to contribute to the gang so the gang can buy resources. And they all move together, and they survive together. And they will die together, you know. And I love the dynamic that they have of all them sitting around the campfire. You know, the preacher's drunk and people don't like Micah, and some of the girls have a pecking order, like Mrs. Scrimshaw's the leader of the girls, so she'll tell them when it's time to do chores and shit, you know. And you can tell like some of the girls are like drunks, and some of them are more innocent and don't really know what to do. And like all the different men in the gang, you know, they all have their own little fucking quirks. It's just such a great game, man. Sadie is Thor in Endgame? What? Let me think about that. Yeah, kinda. She's kinda Thor in Endgame, huh? She's lost everything. She's got nothing left to lose, so now you gotta deal with her. I didn't like her at first. When you first start playing, she's a victim, right? She's crying, she's scared, and she's also shut down. She's constantly in a blanket. She wants to be left alone. I didn't like her at first. Well, actually, at first I didn't care. And then when she starts coming out of her shell, she's boisterous and rambunctious, and I didn't like her. I thought she was a little obnoxious. She kind of reminded me of like what's Woody's the girl Woody in Toy Story 2? She kind of reminded me of her, Calamity. She reminded her a little bit at first. But then when you see her put her own life in danger, and you realize she has a death wish, and it's a real death wish. It's a real one. It's like don't you not want to die? Her character becomes more complex, you know? And then when you see some of the way she kills other men, and you realize she is almost debasing herself by how she carves them up, you know? That she's willing to become a monster to get revenge for her husband. It really makes me like her character a lot more at that point, you know? Yeah. Jessie, that's the girl I was trying to think of. Thank you. Nah, I didn't. What's that?
I was like, guess what I'm in need of?
Gas?
Grass.
Grass?
Hint, hint. Fake grass.
Working on it.
Which kind of grass? The good kind of grass? What if I gave you ass or gas instead? Well, ass, gas, or grass, whatever you got.
My hunt for brass is getting annoying.
You got to move to a different state. A grassy state. You got to move to New Jersey. It's a garden state there.
None of the houses in my towns have doors left because I'm getting doorknobs.
Oh, nice. All right, I'm about
The parking garage has lots of doors. I just did that as a POI.
All right. I'm about to finish up this grass again.
Doors? It looks all like an open.
The grassy gas. Yeah. What he said. So I'm just watching the wheels go round and round. I just have to let me go. I gotta put on some John Lennon and some George Harrison. Let me pull over somewhere where it's safe. Go to the base. One fun side quest I enjoyed watching was fighting the legendary shooters. Oh, okay, you're talking about the cards, the cards in Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, you get these cards. They're like baseball cards. But they're for legendary gunslingers in the Old West, and you have to go out and interview each one of them to try to get their story, because there's this writer that's like, listen, I'm writing a story about gunfighters. Can you go and interview these guys? I'm too scared to go myself. And when you go out, you're literally just trying to talk to all of them, and most of them are assholes. Most of them are like, what are you here for? It's like, I'm just here to get your story. All right, well, go clean up the pig shit while I yell at you, and I'll tell you my story. So you clean up his pig shit, and then you get in a fight with him because he wants to pretend his story was like bigger than it was, and then he tries to challenge you to a gunfight. You got to kill him. Like, it happens to a bunch of different people. That's how it happens to all of them. All of them think that you're there to fight him. You're just there to get the story, and then most of them try to fight you, except for the last girl, which makes me think that they were planning on doing a DLC with her, because when you look at all the gunfighters, and all the gunfighters in the game have these very generic kind of character models. But then the last girl, she has this fucking incredible character model. She's got this hat with a feather in it. She's got this dress with the big fluffies underneath it that one is pulled up, and you can see her leg, and her leg's got a boot that comes all the way up with like a gun tucked into her stocking and shit. It's like they went full out on her character so much that it's like, I swear that she was either going to get a prequel game or Red Dead Redemption 3, or she was intended on being story DLC that was never realized, because they never did release any DLC for that game. But when I look at her character and the way she interacts with you, she's the only one that doesn't shoot you. When she leaves, she wishes you luck. You get a real, like, sort of good vibe off her, that it's like, I could have swore that she was supposed to be a significant character by how much effort they put into how she treats you, and also how they designed her character model, you know? Oh. But those side quests were fun. That game, all the side quests in that game were fun. That game was really good at connecting with you. Like, you get emotional over the dumbest stuff. You know, one thing that got me emotional
How
is,
may I assist you?
get out of the way, robot, is you meet an old man at some point in the game. He's an old Civil War soldier. He lost his leg, and that's what you actually meet him. He's a guy who he was on his horse. His horse kicked him, and his leg fell off. So he's like, "Can you help me? There's a horse nearby with a wooden leg stuck to it." And you get his leg, and then you become his friend. Because he lives in the mountains. He just hunts and fishes, and you like hunting and fishing. So he's like, "Hey, if you ever want to hunt or fish, come back. I like hunting and fishing." So you make a buddy, right? And then you go back and you hunt with him and you fish with him, and eventually something goes wrong. When you're out hunting, he gets attacked by a wild boar you're hunting, and it gores him and he dies. And as he's dying, you can tell he does not regret at all going out with you. You know, that this meant a lot to him. And he tells you, "Take care of my horse, take care of Huel," you know? And so you're like, "Oh, okay, good. So you take his horse, and that becomes your new horse. At the end of the game, there's a point where your horse fucking dies. And I was riding that horse, and I got all emotional because I'm like, this is the last remnants of the old man, this horse. And I felt like I let the old man down, you know? And like Arthur's running for his life. And as a character, he stops for a minute and tries to care for the horse, even though he knows he has seconds and he might get fucking shot in the back or something. It's a really emotional moment. But that part, I was like, this horse, this is my horse. This is Huel, you know? I'm supposed to save it for the old man. I let him down. Oh, game was great. The game was really good. So good. I missed that game. Fantastic.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Uh-oh. What do you got a bad feeling about?
Danny fell from a height.
No. My robot just said, "I've got a bad feeling about this," and then a zombie appeared.
Oh, bad guys nearby.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, one just fell in here, so I think it was just the one, because not much else happened. Oh, it's nighttime, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm still outside. Ooh. Here we go. Dunk, 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 dunk. So this hole I'm digging, I'm chopping a bit of a lead deposit while I'm doing it, which is just nice. I mean, I'm going down either way, so it's nice that I'm coming back with something that can make some bullet tips, you know? Just testing the hole. Exactly, Patch. Ooh, I got another level. Woo! All right, so if I want to get more minor 6-9er and stuff, I need to put more into the governing skill in the first place, because you can see it won't let me buy this one until I get level 2 strength, and this guy, same thing. I like how it's 2 and not level 3 strength. That's at least a little forgiving. All right, I am no longer, hold on, I am no longer a weakling. I am now scrawny, and if I keep it up, I will be a milk drinker. That's what it says. Another hole enthusiast. I used to be subscribed to that magazine. Hole enthusiast. All right, let's get out of here. I gotta go get some more repair kits. Urgh.
Hey, I got a chip. That door didn't give me a doorknob.
What? That's racist against gypsies. It is technically, but I don't know. I'm gonna say gyp also. You did get gypped. Psh, messed up. That's what I'm never giving up. It's my right as an American to badmouth Romani. Let's see, Holes Weekly. I like Hole Enthusiast. All right.
I like this TV show.
You what?
There's one on Netflix called Echo.
Oh, I don't know that one. Repair kits, that's what I came here for.
Oh, twins, and one twin goes missing. And it appears the other twin starts to try to morph into her missing twin to try to figure out what's happened to her.
That reminds me of this excellent episode of Batman. Yeah. Or was it Superman? I'm sorry, it was Superman. Clark Kent discovers that Bruce Wayne has gone missing. And so he turns into Superman and he goes out looking for him and finds out that Batman is also missing. So Superman puts on a Batman costume because when he's wearing it, nobody knows he's not Batman. He looks the fucking same and he goes around town trying to figure out what happened to Batman. And he keeps bumping into all these Batman criminals who think he's Batman, and they keep like, oh, we're gonna shoot him, and they shoot him, and they're like, yeah, we killed Batman, but he's invincible because he's dressed like Batman. He's actually Superman. That was a fun episode. Yeah, reminds me of that. Yeah, like Bane threw Batman off the roof, but it's Superman. You know, good luck that mattering. He just pops right back up. Very famous German magazine, Holes Weekly. Oh, I thought you were saying the magazine was called Very Famous German Magazine, like this week's Very Famous German. That's one guy you know.
Incoming enemies. Prepare
Uh-oh.
for conflict.
Incoming enemies. I only see one. Did you say enemies, irregardless of how many it is?
Yep.
Okay. You heard me. I said irregardless. Okay. All right, so what I should concern myself with next is the catwalk, I think. I think I'm going to concern myself with the catwalk. And I'll listen to some Ozzy Osbourne as I do it. There we go.
Do a little turn.
Do a little turn on my catwalk. Over the mountains, take me across the sky. Oh wait, do I have any more flagstone bricks on me? I do. What am I gonna make it with? Ba-da-da. So they'll run on any brick they perceive as a brick. So I suppose I just want to choose the skinniest thing possible, yeah? but something that's centered, but on an edge. So like this. Oh, I had it. There it is. That one. That shape. That's the shape we're going to do here. All right, so we got to pop out. Yeah, the centered one, I almost got the centered, but then it would also put it centered in the up and down category too. And so I want one that's flush with the top. So I do need one that's on an edge that we can push around to the top, basically, you know? There we go. Yeah, you see that? That's what we'll use.
Oh my god, cat, really? She sneezed all over me.
Okay, so this is so that... Yeah, it's not going to be perfectly centered. Do you see this? It's because this is it's an even number of bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, this is actually really narrow. It's going to be a very narrow base. We'll be a little crowded, but it will fucking work. That's all I care about. In fact, this base, with very little upgrades, should last until the end of the server. I'll end up building another one just for fun after this. Pulling off the plate on the edge now so I can attach that. There we go. All right. So now I'm free to chop this wall down, and then we're gonna make it so that if they want to go in, they're gonna have to run along this catwalk towards us, basically. See, like that? And I'll chop the wall out, and then we'll move these back. There we go. Let me put a couple cubes down there. And then same thing back here. I actually gotta chop these out. I shouldn't have put these down prematurely, but we're only gonna lose like 6 bricks. No big deal. And this and that. And let's copy that shape and copy its rotation. There we go. Now you can see the zombies will want to come across here. We'll put the doorway here and a wall using, you know, bars here, obviously, to shoot them. I'll chop this out so that as they're coming across and we're shooting them, they will be falling down there. After they fall, they'll be too low to hit our floor, so they'll want to come up through the stairs over here and then go back. I got to finish the stairs and all. This is just like explaining the plan, you know? They'll get up and run around and come back around this way. So that's how this whole thing will work. That's the gist of this, you know? That's the gist of this. You seem to have made a pigeon friend. Marky, you need to fucking get out the moment you say stuff. I made a pigeon friend. You need to get out more. I think there's a pigeon, and it's plotting against me. Because the next step is pigeon enemies.
I love how you took away the spikes so I don't fall to my head.
Oh, I didn't take no spikes away. That was someone else.
By the way, good evening, Bacon.
Hey, Neil, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. The not the last Horde night, but the one before it on day 42. That was fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
it was interesting. It was interesting this morning with the game.
Oh my god.
I know. I don't need to hear about how it was laggy once. I know.
Oh, it wasn't laggy.
You direct messaged me. You put it in chat. We already fixed it. I don't need to hear about it again. I know. It was laggy this morning.
It was crazy.
It wasn't laggy. Holden had me hostage.
Holden
Yeah,
had you
Holden-
hostage?
Holden was playing God. He could freeze the zombies whenever he wanted.
And I was legit stuck in my base because the map would not generate around me till he showed up and I followed him and he generated the map, I guess.
Huh.
I don't know. But it was so weird. It wasn't lag. It was just, we went
Yeah.
into Twilight Zone.
Like literally, if we were doing a mission or a task for a level 5 or tier 5, Holden would literally go up to us and say, "Hang on one second, let me freeze everybody, then shoot everybody."
Go. All right, heading back to the hole. I just had to get some food.
I know that. 18, all that and 18 doorknobs. Wow.
Marky, I've never had a pigeon return the same spot every single day before. Yeah, you have it bird dependent now. Yeah, the glitching was just an error in how it started. You know, it happens.
He was disappointed because we were just about to start Fortnite and he wanted to freeze all the zombies. And then the server restarted and we had to do it legit.
That sucks. Yeah, because that was a fun glitch because he was literally playing God.
There is. I wish there was a way we can turn down just the auger.
Right? I agree 100%.
Amen, brother.
Oh wait, I can crouch. That helps a little. I forgot about that.
I wonder if there's something in the XML. Probably not, because somebody would have done it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the song made me very happy. Level 6 forefront and silencer for my pistol. I'm very happy.
All right, there we go.
How's everything going with you today, Bacon?
Fantastic. Oh, yeah, patch nuggets, there's all kinds of things you can do to this design. Adding turrets is one thing I kind of like to do is if you make the floor deep enough, you can lay flat, like flat sideways, electrical poles, and then you can attach the poles up there and have wires running up and down, back and forth, like stitching, and then cover it all with cement so that they can't hit the poles and shit, you know? That's a fun one to do. You can have dart traps facing straight down if you want, and having them fired off using trip poles, or just have them turned on with switches. Having turrets in the walls down here, shooting inwards is kind of fun. You could put turrets on top of the base itself, just facing outwards, because they'll target up and down a decent distance too. You know.
I'm coming over to see what you're doing. This is cool. Hassan wants to know, should he bring you the tier 5 auger?
What's that?
Hassan wants to know, should he bring you the tier 5 auger?
I haven't built one of these things in years. Oh, do you have a T5 auger? I didn't realize you had a T5. I thought this was the only auger, Holden. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize you had a better one. I mean, if you want to, that's cool, but I mean, I'm not like too worried about it. This is working at a pretty decent rate for me. But but the reason I grabbed this, I literally thought you guys had one auger. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll use this and I'll be very careful with it. Yes, because The Walking Dead is fucking garbage. It is. Don't deny it.
I've never watched it.
It's not that good. The first couple seasons are okay, and then it tanks real hard, real fast. And then it sort of picks up again, but then it got real like silly again. And it's too hot and cold for me, man. Too hot and cold for me. Although I don't know what shows I like nowadays right now. Like The Boys is pretty good. Any of the Disney stuff is sort of good and also sort of not good at the exact same time.
Did you
So
see the new series coming out?
what? The what?
There was like a new
Yeah, it already came. That came out and that's done. And I was literally talking about it. I was literally on the way to discussing it.
Did you see the Sylvester Stallone series on Amazon Prime?
The what?
Sylvester Stallone is gonna be playing oh
Nice.
God, what's it called?
Thank you.
Amazon Prime series.
Did my robot just say something? No? Alright. Alright, Neil, go find somewhere else to stand, man. Alright, I'm gonna start digging directly under you into a hole.
Sorry. I was trying to look up what it's called.
No, I mean, get the hell out of my build and go somewhere else. Why is every stream you have to be 2 feet away from me? This is a giant fucking world. Go somewhere else.
Because I'm afraid that if I do, I'll die.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Dude, I'm gonna log out, man, Neil. Seriously, why is every stream...
My bad. My bad. I was just trying to,
I'm making a rule, Neil. When you log in, you are not allowed to drive straight to me for at least 1 hour. You will be forced to play the game first. If you log in and drive straight to me, I will remove you from the server. Do you hear me? Because every stream I have to be like, why is it you only log in and beeline right to me? And the last 2 streams I had to publicly be like, fucking knock it off. So that's my new rule, Neil, if you're hearing me. Next time you join, you cannot be around me for 1 hour until you play the game, or I will not take it as you're playing the game and you're just stalking me. There. There we go. Getting a lot of lead here, which is nice. I don't know if the T5 augers is it moving faster or not. I can't tell by much, or maybe I'm just bad at judging time. But it kind of feels, huh?
You have like the Bunker Buster and Iron Breaker mod on it?
Yeah, it's all modded up. So I mean, I guess I'm just bad at like feeling the difference in time, you know? How big is the world map on this one? It should be a 10K map. That's what I told the XML to generate it as. Yeah, it should be a 10240. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Nice. La 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 la. No, it's the Samaritan played by Stallone. So the show that he's doing is called The Samaritan. I think I saw an ad for that, but you know what I'm more excited about? And this is strange. Joe Pesci announced he's going to come out of retirement. It's like, wow, because he technically retired, and then Scorsese talked him out of coming out of retirement for The Irishman. So that was already him doing one more solid for his excellent longtime friend, you know? And it was great work. The Irishman was fantastic, and it might have been one of my favorite Joe Pesci movies when I look at his performance, and he's so good in that one. And he's going to do one more thing. Do you know what he's doing? He's doing an Amazon Prime original sitcom based on Pete Davidson's life. What? Yeah, you heard that, right? So Pete Davidson, the guy from Silent Lives, making a show. It's sort of a comedy, a biopic about his life. And I guess Joe Pesci's going to play the dad, and Edie Falco's going to play the mom. It's like, well, you got yourself some strong actors there. Edie Falco's fantastic, and you know, fucking Joe Pesci is Joe Pesci. He's his own type of actor. Even he's so unique. But a sitcom? I would have made my last movie The Irishman and called it a career. You know, I mean, that's something to be fucking proud of. But I mean, hopefully it's good. We'll see.
About Pete Davidson.
Yeah. Now, Pete Davidson does have one very interesting detail about his life. His detail about his life is that
Ariana Grande?
No. His father was a firefighter who died in September 11th. So when you start creating like a father and son story where the son doesn't take the fatherly advice seriously when he's around, and then you kill him at one point, and the son is then forced to like kind of grow up, you could really generate a lot of a story out of that, you know? So that would be Joe Pesci's character point, you know, in this, but like, still, you know, we'll see how it goes.
It's just hard for me to take him seriously. Well, you're not supposed to. He's a comedian. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing though about comedians though. They're really good at the drama when it's time, you know? Like your Tom Hankses and whatnot, you know, and your Robin Williams. When it's time to get all drama, man, for some reason the comedians they tend to be good at it.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Do you know why? I mean, I thought about it. I've said why before, but I like saying it. It's to properly tell a joke, you have to take a premise that is outrageous or fantastical, and you have to pretend that it is reality and normal. And the more you can sell that, the better your joke can be. And the same thing goes with drama. You have to like literally pretend these outrageous situations and sell it, you know? And so they're already sort of trained in it with the comedy in the first place. They're just changing the pitch. Yeah. What's he going to be doing? He's going to be playing the dad. He's going to be playing the dad.
Well, it might be a good storyline that
Yeah,
do it.
it might be good. That's the thing. I mean, I'm hoping it's good, but here's the thing. The world's greatest sitcom isn't as good as Martin Scorsese's worst movie. You know?
Sure.
So, like, I would have made my last thing I ever did, oh, that Scorsese movie with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, you know? Like, that would have been so good. And then his last scene in that movie was him in the wheelchair waving goodbye. And that would have been such a wonderful final scene of a career, you know? But now his final scene's gonna be him farting and Pete Davidson laughing or something, you know? All right. Anybody here use Facebook even a little bit?
I don't type anything, but I look at it.
You know how when you log on, it's always like, we have friend recommendations for you.
Yeah, it's usually some of your old enemies.
Me, it's usually just random hot girls who I have no fucking idea who they are. And it's like, you know, if I contact these people, they're going to report me to you, Facebook. Why are you trying to get me in trouble with strangers? Their boyfriends are going to be like, why are you talking to my girlfriend? Constantly, Facebook is like, hey, we have friend recommendations for you. I look at it, it's like, this is a very pretty girl. Yeah, I'd like to know her in real life, but if I just contact her on Facebook, she's gonna think I'm a fucking creep. Why are you recommending I do that, Facebook? You shouldn't recommend people do that. It's kind of creepy. But I'm constantly...
Here's a girl you can lock up in your basement.
Here's someone who'll be really mad if you call them. Want to know their name? My whole friend's suggestion is like 3 family members, 2 people from high school, and 90 pretty girls. I don't know why they do that.
My Instagram account got hacked by somebody in South America, in Brazil, in fact.
Oh, how fun!
And it took a month to get it back, and by then he'd added about 100 South American models too. So it's just a porn channel now. It's just gals in skimpy bikinis.
Oh.
Yeah, I really curse him for doing that.
What an asshole! I know.
Very upset.
Who put all these naked ladies on my computer? I need answers now.
And they all have clothing.
Who put these scantily clad ladies in my computer?
South American models with bitty bikinis.
This is disgusting. I am disgusted.
I'm so angry that guy hacked my account. It enrages me to the point where my blood is boiling.
My blood is boiling. I know, it's a cruel world sometimes. What was that, Tanny? I'm sorry. Your voice is kind of quiet, so I didn't hear you over my auger right now.
I was like, I hear it in your speech that you're really
Oh,
mad.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Why is my Spotify just stops randomly sometimes? I must have some button programmed that's like telling it to turn off, you know? I'm trying to listen to the Bee Gees here. Trying to listen to the Bee Gees, you know? Try to listen to More Than a Woman. All right, this thing is almost done, honestly, this base. The whole shape is, we're getting to the bottom height. I'm digging up this little channel thing right now. The catwalk going across is already done. We just have to upgrade it to cement, you know? Which, honestly, we could totally do Horde 56, and this will survive. These take minimal damage. They take minimal damage because the zombies aren't interested in hitting it. They're too busy following the hole and circling back. You're lucky mine was full of girls no one wants to be friends. I like to think that Facebook was like, they look at you and they're like, you're not as attractive. We'll give you the not so good girls. I don't know what you look like, so it's not really a judgment. But I just like to think that Facebook would be cruel enough to kind of like rate everyone by looks and be like, the ones go with ones, the twos go with twos, and the threes go with threes. Bunch of dicks.
That was terrible.
Wouldn't that be cruel if that's how it worked? They're like, you're not allowed to talk to your relatives anymore. You're a 2 and they're 3s. Like, what? I swear I'll put on some lipstick. Alpha 21 with mech sharks and gators? That'd be dope. Alright, we need to go up there so I can chop that shit out. It stopped again. Why does it keep stopping? I like listening to the Bee Gees. Hold on, settings. I'm gonna look to see if I have some button that I'm hitting that's turning it off, you know? Nope, not seeing it. Nope. I was looking to see if my Spotify had something on it that's doing it, but I can't see anything in the settings that's doing it, so it's just being a dick. All right, there we go. Yeah, it looks like it's not floating now that we got the catwalk. It looks like it's being held up with just the catwalk. But now it's got this frying pan shape. This is the intended shape for this. So like I was saying, this one, it turns out is only 6 blocks wide because I got a little nervous when building it. I didn't want to go too large, which is more than enough to keep it floating. But we do have the space to increase the width of this by 4 blocks going either direction, and it will still hold it up. So in case you're building one like this and you want to do this at home, you can make it a larger platform than the one we made up there. I was just being a little timid in mine. I can increase it still. I could chop this wall out further and kind of go further, but we're just going to deal with like a more compact thing up there like it is right now. You know, I'll be fine with this. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, good. We still need to go down, I think, just one more, because when we put the floor, it's going to push us up. And I'm still considering putting some, the electrical poles strapped to the bottom of the roof above me up there, and then putting some laying flat underneath the floor, and then having the wires connect the two, and then putting our floor on top of the wires like that, you see? So I'm going to have to keep like a couple extra spaces for that to happen, which I'm really thinking that's what we're doing. Yeah, let's set it up now. Let's set it up. So what I'm going to need for that, if anybody wants to make them, I don't think I can make them. If anybody can do me a favor, you know the electrical poles? If anybody can craft about like 20 of them anytime in the next day, then I will wire this up to have the electrical poles on the bottom down here to shock them in case they fall down there, which is a fun thing to do. Visually, it looks fantastic on Horde Night. Everything turns fucking blue. Looks wonderful. Cool, I got another skill point. We're going to put that in minor 69er? Yeah. All right, we got 2 levels of minor 69er now. If I have this right, minor 69er chops the blocks faster, and then Motherlode gives you more shit per block. Oh, cool. We already have them ready? Electrical poles? Cool. Yeah, if we have about 20, you know, then I could put like 10 pairs. Three days of the Horde Night. Yeah, the Horde Night should be night 56. I do not know if this will be ready before then. Actually, yeah, we could do this right now. We can use this right now. All I would have to do is use right now is put some walls up, honestly, and it's ready to go. So now we're just doing bells and whistles to make it stronger. This shit down here doesn't need to be down here. This shit down here is for fun. Now we're on the fun portion of it where we can just add stuff just to make it kind of look better. It won't even necessarily make it more effective because most of the killing will be done up top. This part down here is just for fun. Yeah. All right, we're almost done with this part, though. We're deep enough so that if the what's-their-faces blow up, the demo men blow up, I'm pretty confident they're not going to damage our floor anymore. But now I'm digging down because we add a floor and we have the poles to add. So those two together, I think this will be the last floor down we go. And I think this will do it. We could go further still if we wanted, you know, but there's no reason to. Fucking robot startled me. Came swooping on the screen. I didn't expect to see him there.
The first time I tried those, I hit it so many times.
What, the robot?
Yeah. I would like catch it in the corner and think it was like a
Do they give up your stealth at all, the robot?
I don't know. I didn't keep it long enough.
Do the zombies pay attention to them? All right, there we go. Oh, I made it. There we go. All right. So can go over the older build where a single corpse can have so much mass it collapse an entire gas station rooftop and blow up afterwards. I love when you bump into a building that is built poorly in this game and you knock down one brick and the whole thing just comes tumbling, you know? There were a bunch of like signs that would do that and just random shit here and there. It's like, don't hit that thing. Whole thing comes down. Oh, like the crane in front of the construction building, that little pin on the bottom of it. You know the one I'm talking about?
If you make something collapse now, it calls on a whole lot of screamers.
It what?
It'll attract a lot of screamers if you start making something collapse in the building.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, it's really insane.
Well, that's fun. I like that. All right, I brought home a bunch of lead. That's great. And rocks and sand. And a little bit of clay soil. All right. What did I come back here for? Let's put an auger away. Whoop. We're still using the other one. Those tools, those traps. That's what I came here for. And horde stuff. generator bank. I'm gonna need some engines. Bring 2 switches just to be safe. Bring some electrical wire relays. Those are tripwire posts. That's not the right one. That's the
You want the electric fence.
yeah, I want the electric fence posts. Check building chest. Okay. Oh, I just did check building's chest. That's got the tripwire post. That's the wrong one.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
There's a screamer out front. Oh! Well, it's gone, but it screamed.
It doesn't actually take a lot of material to make an electric fence. Try to integrate that in my core base somehow. I like seeing them.
There you go. He's dead. Do 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 do. All right. Three screamers? Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Let me see. Because we... actually, that's the last build I'm thinking of when we had the other fence posts, isn't it? All right. Let me see if I can... Electrical fence posts. Yeah, I can't make it yet. It takes advanced engineering, electrical fence post schematic. If anybody can make them, it'd be great. If you can't...
I can, I just checked.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't take a lot of material either, just...
I just don't have the skill. I think I just heard...
Enemies, prepare for conflict.
Yeah, 4 giant.
Then, I'm also gonna need iron bars. Let's see if I can make them in here. I don't have necessary resources. Oh, it's missing iron. Okay. Gotcha. Let me start smelting some iron here too. Because I brought some home. Unless it's already been thrown in there. Oh, about 20 should do. About 20 will be fine. Yeah. Yeah, Holden. 20 is perfect. Iron bars or centered bars? Regular bars, because centered will create gaps that lets them land. Yeah. Try crafting? Thank you. Okay, and we're gonna need some more iron in there in general. Did I really bring some home? Maybe it's been used up. Maybe it's been turned forged or something, you know what I mean? That's probably what happened. That makes sense. Alright, I'll just keep eye out for more. These are gonna take 7 minutes for those. Alright. I saw some cement in here also. Oh, it's gone. That's okay. You know, it was only a little bit, and it's such a high demand sort of a thing. It's been a while since I made concrete. Sandstone, cement. Actually, hold up. How do I make concrete again? Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine, Holden. Okay. All right, let's start smelting some rocks then. Fastest should it go? I'll come back for the bars. Let them smelt for a little while. They're gonna take another 7 minutes, anyways. You know. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna start laying the shape of the base around that instead for now. We gotta make, you know, build it up, put a little roof on it. All right, I'm here. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. It's not a very big base because, like I said, I made it a little bit too small. But this is enough space for us to stand here and just shoot out, you know, because they're all going to be piling right here. So, you know, stand here, stand here, stand here, stand here. And then we'll put a roof on it, too, that you can climb up and hop on top of. Ah, shit, I was on top of that. I didn't mean to fall off. Let's go one more. We're gonna go one more because we're gonna kind of want to put like generators and shit on the roof in here, you know? And if we do that, we don't want them to be blocking our heads from walking around, so we're gonna go 3 high. I know Enderman can spawn in here now, so we're gonna go 3 high instead. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm going to put some bars here facing up so we can shoot birds that are up there. And then this one I'll leave solid and put a ladder right there. So we'll be like, pew, 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 fuck you, birds. Yeah, it'll be cool. And then we'll do the trapdoor thing here that they've been doing. Oh, didn't mean to do that. All right, let's go see if those bars been coming along or what. Wasteland Horde Base. Yep, that might be good. Hello, Miss Loretta Robinson. It's good to see you. Call on me now, call on baby, call on me. There we are. Oh, is it going to restart right now? No, it shouldn't. Yeah, it shouldn't restart.
2.5 hours from now.
Yeah, exactly. It should be like about like 9:10 because it's a little bit after the hour mark. So that's about like, yeah, about 2.5 hours. Yeah, exactly. You're right about that. About 2.5 hours from now. Cover me with love, roll me in designer sheets.
Actually, 3.5. Sorry.
Of love's alibi. Call me on the line. good song, man. Blondie's so kick-ass. You know who's kick-ass? You know who's kick-ass? Blondie.
Me.
And Tanny. And Blondie, too, though. But only after Tanny.
She's 77.
She still kicks ass.
You ever put out an album?
You ever
What,
see
4 years ago?
the movie Spun? She's in that. She has just a small part. It's a movie about tweakers and making speed. But there's a scene where there's a guy, like a Mexican gangbanger, right? And he's at a liquor store, and he's yelling at his pregnant girlfriend who's working. He's yelling at her. And Blondie plays this lesbian lady that does not appreciate seeing this man yell at this pretty pregnant woman. And she's standing in line behind me. She's holding a 6-pack of beer. And she goes, "Hey!" And he turns around, and she clocks him in the fucking head with that 6-pack of beer so hard.
I remember that. That was awesome.
It's such a cool scene. And then she does something to hit on the girl, you know? She's like, "Hey, if you ever want to call me," you know, or some shit like that. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. That was part of Mickey Rourke's comeback, that movie.
Guys, I need some help down here.
Uh-oh. Where you at?
I'm just out back mining.
Okay.
The bike fell in the hole and it's full, so I can't pick it up. I need to give you some stuff.
Okay, be right there.
I will put it right here. And let's get a switch for it. Oh, I forgot to grab a tool. That's okay. I don't know if I need a wire relay or not, but let's go ahead and go back and get a wire tool and also the remaining fest points that are still crafting. Might as well. This is going to be a little bit of a trick wiring them together. Because I'm going to have to start. You can only stretch it so far, right? I'm going to have to connect to the generator, which is on the roof of the base, and then leave the base and get into the bottom of the hole without going so far that it considers me too far and snaps the cable that represents how far the cable will stretch before, you know, not existing anymore. So it's a little tricky, but not really. It's doable. All right, tools.
It's a hole.
It collapsed, yeah.
You have a mighty fine hole there, Tanny. Well, I just fell in it, too.
Stop moving so I can drop shit.
I got 12 to start here.
Maybe I can pick up it right now.
I'll put some warning signs on that.
Ooh, airdrop. You know, I'll grab it. I'm literally just like going that direction anyways.
Yeah, I had one yesterday, fell within 100 meters of me.
This one is
I
200.
was like, oh, well, I had to wait for it. I had to wait for it to come down.
This was like 200 and something meters away. And it's the direction of my horde base anyways. So, like, it's literally the direction I'm going. I might as well go grab it.
Hey, come back.
Nope.
Stop it.
Oh,
Gravity.
actually, it's further than I thought. It's 400, 300 and something away. But still, that's not that bad.
You got a little bit of iron here. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, it's not much.
You want it back?
Yep. Gotta go slow.
I believe that's all.
Thank you.
Watch for those holes.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bitch to follow.
All right, we're
Put a-
here.
Sign up or something.
I put up a massive amount of trees when I was like
It is
stuck in my base today.
a
I had
ranged
nothing to do.
mods bundle 2 and antibiotics. All right. Well, let's see
Antibiotics are good.
let's see what's in the ranged
Yeah, I
mods
like the
bundle.
antibiotics.
It is a Crippler mod, a retracting stock mod, and a laser sight mod. Not the best, but also not the worst. The Crippler mod I really enjoy. Oh man, this song is so appropriate. I thought I was gonna get really good stuff out of that box, but it was only okay. And you know what song comes up? Don't go chasing waterfalls. How prophetic, you know? Oh, TLC. Are you musicians or prophets? That's what I get for chasing waterfalls. Oh, wait. I'm driving the wrong way. Horde base is like right here. I passed it. It's like right here. There it is. All right, what was I doing? All right, generator, go and put the engines in the generator. As you can see, the generator holds the engines. You put the engines in it, and that will determine how much power it can output and also how much gas goes to fill it up. Once you fill it up, whoop, 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 you can turn it on. It's now generating power, but we're not wired to anything, so it's really not doing anything at the moment. But in case you're wondering what all these parts are, how do you put them together, that's the simple basics of it right there. You get your wire tool. You right-click on the generator, and then you right-click on the thing you want the wire to go to, and now we are now wired to the switch, which is basically a thing that will cut off the power from going further than there or not. So I like that. All right. So next step is gonna hurt. Hold up. Let's make this hurt less. There we go. All right, here we go. I got to go drop a fence post down there. And then I got to get up there next. And then rotate this guy. There we go.
Wolfie.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Now these, don't put too much emphasis on these because they will break. They break a lot. They're very weak. So the zombies, they just have to shoot them and hit them. They only have like 100 health or something. So the fence posts, if they don't keep maintaining, don't kill yourself trying to keep them maintained. Just say, fuck it, they're gone. You know, it's just a thing that happens. But these I'm putting up mostly because visually they look awesome when they're firing off. All right, and let me give you a basic idea of what we're doing. I'm gonna go up to the top.
We got a horde. Oh, they're out. They're falling in your pit, Danny.
Nice.
Yeah.
You scared me for a minute. But you have to chase waterfalls if you want to get downstream. Yeah. Oh, I haven't done the stairs yet, Patch. I haven't done the stairs yet. The stairs will be right there. I got to smooth it out and build the stairs. But I'm doing the wiring and then the floor on the bottom really quick here. All right, so wire that, and we got to drop without it breaking if we can. Yes, look at that. Wired. Beauty. All right, so that's the one that's wired. Now you just basically, like you're sewing. Like this. Up, down. Then the down one, grab it again, back up to a different pole. Then up here, back down to another pole. Okay, guys, too tired, have fun, stay safe. All right, Holden. Thanks for popping in, man. Thanks for the T5 auger, of course. Now, they're not going to be straight up and down, but that's kind of on purpose. If you go straight up and down, the possibility of you hitting a zombie is limited to 1 block. If you put it at angles, you have now increased that possibility to 2 or 3 blocks, depending on how harsh the angle is. So I'm intentionally not going straight up and down with these. You can see that.
I never read the road signs before.
What are they saying right now?
Street signs?
Uh-huh.
Tanny lives at the corner of Cortland and Hulnick.
Oh, that's great. Sounds like a real place.
Hulnick is the lead.
Oh, you're right.
Joel.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right, let's go see if those other fence posts are done. And then we'll put the floor on. We'll get the stairs ready after that. And then this base is pretty much ready. I mean, we got to add more bars, but honestly, if we jumped in that horde base right now, all it needs are the hatches and it will survive. It's ready. It's ready to go. And the stairs. And the stairs. Thank you, Patch. I already forgot. Da-da-da-da. And then after I'm done with the stream tonight, because, you know, I'm not streaming all night, I'm going to go work on an unwanted highlights video. It's been a couple weeks and it's time to do one. I have this incredible fucking intro in mind. I saw this video of a guy and he went with his mouth. He went like ba-dum bum ba-dum bum with his mouth. But then all of a sudden these horns came in and they went ba-dum bum ba-dum bum like right after it, really super loud. And it's like, that'd be really nice to cut to like a logo, like just kind of slowly panning back, you know, with a little voiceover on that. So I got this really good intro in mind that I'm going to put together for the next vid. But that's all I got so far. It's just an intro idea. I know it's not a lot, but it's enough to motivate me to want to go do it. Oh wait, he gave these to me. Why am I bring them back? What do we got? 8 more of these? Cool. We need more iron over here for more bars. Yeah, that gives 10 per pipe. All right, we'll do that for a little while with these little bastards. They're worth 5 each? Cool. All right, cool. So the generator doesn't consume fuel even if it's left on but not powering anything. It might consume a little bit as idle, but we're talking like 1% of what it's consuming if it's running. So if it's sitting powered up but the switch is off, I think it does use some, but it's very minimal, you know? And then, that's part of the reason I like putting that switch there. Ooh, which reminds me, the other thing I like to put with these is a light. So that you know when shit is on. Forged iron, electrical parts.
Did I put my bars? I lost them.
There's no electrical part? Oh, there they are. All right.
What are you looking for, Tandy?
Iron bars. I kind of sort of misplaced them.
Yeah, I was checking my backpack, make sure you didn't, but I do not have them.
All right, I'm going to stop these and then restart these so I get the bars out. There we go.
Didn't have many left, but I don't know where it went. Did I? I don't know. They just went poof.
How many does it need? 118, 125. Gotcha. All right. I'll do the bars later. Those are going to take forever just sitting there waiting for those. Let's head out. We got more posts. And we got the light. I like adding a light to it. Not so that we can see each other. It's so that you be like, oh shit, I left the power on. It's like something visually you can straight see. That becomes more important later on when you start adding things like electrical posts that you can walk into or dart traps that you can walk into. So I always like adding a light to it right past the switch so that you know that you've powered your shit on. You know? I know what guys want. I know what boys like. Such an obnoxious song. There we go. See? Oh, did I put my frames back? No, they're here. Okay, cool. What's the last one I did? It's that one right there? Okay. Ah, shit.
Did you come by the book box lately, Skazy?
That what?
Nope.
Oh.
I'll do that right now. Looking to sell?
Yeah, because I am now reverting to smelting dude cords because I'm sick of looking for brass.
You can scrap those for paper if you need that for shotgun shells.
Let's copy this guy's rotation again. There we go.
I'll just park my bike in your moat.
Oh no, did you fall in?
No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I think I'm running out of ones to match with the top, so I should stop laying them down for now.
Good Lord. This is going to take a minute.
Wait, is my power on or off right now? Shit, I gotta go check it. Actually, I could check it by electrocuting myself really quick. Hold on. This will be easy.
Electrocute.
Bacon and eggs. Sucking on a chili dog.
Sucking on a chili dog. All right, this would be electrocuting me if it was powered on, so it's not on. We're good. All right. So we actually have one more down here two down here that we don't need. So I'm going to go and pick these up if I can. No, I can't. All right. Then these just live down here now. So we're going to cover this up. This is going to cover this up. Goodbye, cruel world. Wait, that's a wood frame. It's this one I want. Yeah, fuck wood frames.
Oh.
What? Okay, that was bizarre. I should have stood on it. That confused me. It should have survived that and stayed balanced on top of the pole there, but it didn't wanna. But whatever. I'll get over it. Look, I'm already over it.
I've finished my session at Tanny University. I feel so much smarter.
I have to do 2 trips.
Now the ones up there are just vulnerable. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? Which I can play with right now, but now I haven't played the game in so long. I'm still learning. I've died so many times. It's like, ugh. What's really good for if you like, for me at least, is if you're like still trying to get the hang of it, stick with the trader missions, because he's gonna populate the house with zombies that are appropriate for your level at that time, you know? And his rewards are really worth it. He really levels up your XP and stuff like pretty fast. And it's an easy regiment to stay stuck to, you know? Rosanna.
Oh, I have a stack of your iron.
Rosanna, Rosanna.
Let me know when I should drop it.
Yeah, hold on. Alright.
Ready, Fred?
Yep.
It combined with mine when we were doing the switcheroo over there.
Oh, I'm thirsty.
Could've kept it.
I'm thirsty. Let me quickly drink and recover. Yeah, but you see what I mean about these wires being angled? Now this angle covers this block and it covers the head spot of this block. But if it was straight up and down, he would only get hit if it was perfectly underneath him. So these are here for fun. These are here for fun. These are just here to make electrical sparks, you know? There it is. Now let's do the stairs here real quick. Meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. There we go. All right, so I've never done the hatch thing before. Oh, wait. What am I doing here? I've never done one before, but I've sort of seen how you guys build these things. Oh, wow. They have cellar doors now? You can craft cellar doors. You know, the angled ones?
Yeah.
That's awesome. How do the zombies treat those? Can I flip them sideways and flip them around? Hold on. Let me fuck with this thing really quick. Can we turn this sideways and turn it to a ramp that leads up that we could open up to disable the ramp?
That'd be cool.
Let's see. On face, auto rotate, advanced. Kinda. I put it against something. It doesn't like to sit where I'm trying to put it right now. I'm gonna go put it against these bricks over here. The hatch thing works really well. Yeah, I've seen that. That's something they should fix. So, like, zombos have a hard time running up this kind of an angle. And I'm thinking you can go up to the top and be like, well, it's open. No zombies will follow me. Do you see that? Even this turns into a shape they really don't prefer. And then that's your way back up. Oh, I went through. Oh, I glitched into it. Oh, I'm glitched.
All systems go. How may I
Shut
help?
up, robot. Whoa! You saw that just happen to me right now. It stuck me again. Interesting. You can stick yourself in this thing. And then it glitches you out sideways. That's bizarre. All right, that's a thing I'd like to fuck with more and think about, you know? But, like, I could stack another one on top of it, and we can make a ramp that goes up to a second story that we can hop up, because we can hop this angle, but zombies have a really hard time hopping that angle. Anyway, it's just an idea. It's just a part I haven't seen before. What was I doing over here? Oh, the hatch thingies, yeah. What are they called? Are they called trapdoors, or what are they called?
Hatch?
Hatch, thank you. Yeah. I need iron. I'll make a couple of wood ones for now. We'll just upgrade them. A doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Ooh. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Or should it be out there? Actually, now I look at it. Now I look at it, it should be out there. What is this for? I see everyone else put one up there, so I was copying it right now, but it doesn't look like it's necessary. And that's the backup one? Is that how that works? Do I got this right? We'll swap that with iron
that's
ones. Okay. Now, the other
They will
builds
go into that square, though.
into which? Oh no! See, I got it pushed up to the edge of the square, so it should be flush with the outside wall.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. I just got to upgrade those to iron then, and then this guy back here. Let's put a regular block on this because we're going to put a staircase that goes up. So we'll do that in general right there like that. Make a ladder. Da, 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 And we don't want anyone falling off the backside when they climb. I've seen you guys do that. You put like a little catcher on the far side. So I'll put one of those right now. What about this? There you go. That'll keep people from walking off the edge. So this is literally so if you climb the ladder, you don't do that thing where you climb it and then overshoot the edge and then go flying off this side. See, that's the catch you. It's the catch you. But that's all it's there for, is literally just so you don't do that. All right. Let's put a regular block here. Actually, this doesn't need to be here at all. All right, let's go grab those other bars. Hold up real quick. Yeah, we'll grab those other bars and come back. It's only a couple bars, but it should have smelted those some of those pipes that I put in there, and that should have put more iron there. I should make some more bars now, because we're gonna put a little roof of bars. We don't need that many. We need like I think it's like 6 or 8 bars for that roof that we have right there, and then a couple more to go around the edges, which we could use wood bars for now if we really wanted to, but those suck. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah. One. This one can make 1 bar. Awesome. Awesome. Ba-da-da-da. Ooh, I just hit like. Guys, I just hit like. As a waitress in a cocktail bar. How many bars I got? I got 7 bars on me. Ooh, but I'm making like 5 more. All right. We'll come back for those other 5, because the other 5 are literally going to take like 5 minutes. I'm going to go put these down and come back and grab the other 5. You know I don't believe it when you say... How far can you stretch steel before it falls? Do you recall, Skazy?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an obscure one, but I'm just considering what if somebody, an accident, because this shit does happen, comes here and upgrades this thing one day. Will it collapse? Because it's only 6 wide. I don't think it'll collapse. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. 6 plus the plates. That makes it 8. But still, I don't think it'll collapse. I don't want to test it. Car wash, but instead of water, it sprays fire, and instead of cars, it's zombies. That would be fun. Like, if they had flamethrowers in this, you know? I'm surprised they don't. They don't have flamethrowers, do they? They haven't added it, right? I mean, we harvest fuel. It would look so cool. It's such a standard trap, you know, that little flamethrowers would be awesome. It probably has something to do with the voxel stuff. They're probably like, do you know how much lag that would cause? Hold up. There's so many shapes now. I can use arrow slits. I forgot. I can use some arrow slits. Okay, that's true. Eight seconds, last bar. Okay. Heading out with the last of my bars. I forgot my motorcycle. I got no bullets in this gun. What's going on here? Oh, I chose the wrong bullets. There we go. There we go. I hit a tree. That's what I get for driving like an asshole. Like this. Okay, let's test this. Are we generating enough power for what it's trying to do? Yeah, look, we're only using up half the power. We got plenty of leftover power even, so I don't got to put more engineer. And if we want, we can add turrets. We can add, like, blades and shit, you know, more electrical poles, that kind of thing. But for now, what it's doing, it's working. It's ready. It's powered. It's kicking ass. Last couple of bars here. And the place is finished. Okay, now this part is risky. I should have done this before. I wish I had. I'm gonna chop out one block in the floor to try to put a bar on, but I'm running the risk of the fence post underneath it either collapsing or something like that and breaking the circuit. So this is something I should have done before, but since I didn't, we're only breaking one block, and we're gonna put a bar there. Looks like it's that one. Ah, it did not break! And then one bar here. No, oh no, advanced. There we go. And so this is so we can shoot the zombos that are down there through this guy. See that? See that? Yeah. I'll also put another one over here, but I don't have any more bars right now. I met you at J.C. Penney. You said your name tag. It said Jenny. I cold stepped to you. with a fresh pack of gum. And somehow I knew you were looking for summer fun. That song is stupid. For the picking, I wouldn't do you like that. Say cold chicken. Honey, you got a thing that I just got to get with. I just got to get with you, 'cause you know what we're gonna do. You know what we're gonna do. Ooh. And your sister, I think her name's Deborah. I wanna get with you. Only you, girl, and your sister. I think her name's Deborah. I love that. I love that. It starts off this romantic thing. I saw you working. Your name was Jenny. I want to get with you. Only you, girl. And your sister. I think her name's Deborah. It really reduces how important she is to A, only you is now two people, and B, the other person, I don't even know her fucking name. Up late at night after work, I said, lady, step inside my Hyundai. I'm gonna take you up to Glendale. I'm gonna take you for a real good
There we go. Now
meal.
I'm getting some bullet casings.
Ooh.
To come over and see what you're doing, because man, you got quite a crowd around your house.
Oh, I was picking out on something. Didn't pay attention.
No, I mean, I wanted to see how many things you had on fire, because
Normal
I
amount.
just-
you were very, very popular over there.
I put my volume down when I was using the auger, so now I don't hear the zombies. Well, screw the auger noise.
So what you're seeing me do right now is not necessary. This is just so that you maintain a nice, tidy looking base, you know? So you can see where the damage is and repair it afterwards. Otherwise, they start sort of chopping into the walls and kind of just muddying up the whole thing down here. So this is just to kind of keep it all solid, you know? Da 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 da.
Bacon Gardens TV.
Girl, you drive me crazy. Love a lady. Girl, you drive me crazy. Ooh, love a lady.
Hmm.
There we
Excuse
go.
me.
Da 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 da. Ba, da da. People don't use horns enough nowadays in songs, you know. Da 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 da. Yeah, the song I'm singing reminds you of that shiny song from Moana. Didn't see it. This song's Beck. He tends to sing the song at concerts like a lot, like it's one of his live ones. It's kind of like a longtime favorite that he played at concerts for years, and then he finally put out an album. So like you'll find copies of this song for like decades before it finally came out, you know. I would compare it to like a Teddy Pendergrass sort of a thing. Like it's just so soulful. The instruments in it, the keyboards in it, all has this mellow 70s vibe to it all. And then he's got these horns in the background emphasizing shit. It's just a great fucking song. I love it. There we go. Mm-hmm. Make me stay away so long, 'cause being alive. Mm-hmm. We gotta get rid of these. You see these angles in this corner? They're creating a little ledge, and they're gonna be landing on that shit. See, over here it's probably doing it. Yeah, look at that. They can totally rest on that corner. Let's just get rid of these two while we're at it. I saw this really cool story today told by a combination of Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, and Steven Spielberg. It starts off and it's Quentin Tarantino and he's like, there's a story about Scorsese when he was making Taxi Driver. And then it cuts to Spielberg interviewing Scorsese. And he says, I'm going to tell this story. Is that okay? And Scorsese waves his hand like, go ahead. And he's like, so he's making Taxi Driver, and he calls me in, and he's like, Steven, you gotta see this. You gotta see what I just made. And he's like, okay. And he shows me this scene of a gunfight. It's the gunfight at the end of Taxi Driver when he's killing the pimps. It's that scene. He's like, but I don't know what scene it is. It's out of context. So I'm watching it. I watch this guy get his hand blown off, and I'm like, this is great. This is fantastic. And he ends with, yeah, they're making me cut it out. What? And then they cut back to Tarantino, and Tarantino's like, so they see his scene, and there's so much gore and blood in it that he's like, it's got an X rating. The MPA wants to give it an X rating. And so Scorsese gets super mad. He gets so mad that he gets a gun and he starts drinking. And then they cut back to Spielberg, and Spielberg is telling Scorsese, you used to have a bigger temper back then. And Scorsese makes this exaggerated face like, oh boy, did I? And he's like, so he's drinking all night with this 357 in his hand, and he's gonna go down, and as soon as morning comes around, he's gonna kill the head of Columbia Studios. And that's when some of his friends come in, and they have to spend all night, and they cut back to Tarantino to spend the whole telling the story. They have to cut back to his friends, convincing him all night to A, stop drinking, B, put the gun down, and C, to not murder the head of Columbia Pictures in the morning. And that's when they came up with the answer. The answer to this story was actually, what they did was they literally just turned down the saturation of the color in the scene, so the blood was no longer candy apple red. It was more of a burgundy color, and that was enough to satisfy the MPAA to turn it down to an R rating instead of an X rating, which is fine. That's fine. That's good enough for them, you know? And that was kind of interesting because when I was watching them tell that story, it was Tarantino telling that story. And it made me think of Kill Bill 1. Do you remember Kill Bill 1 when she's fighting the crazy 88? And she's
yeah, that was great.
Do you remember when it goes to black and white?
Yes.
Do you think that's a lot to do with the desaturation of color that Scorsese had to put on it so he didn't get an X rating? Because they're killing 88 men with swords and dismembering a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of limbs.
Yeah, it's like, did you learn that lesson from that story you were telling, Quentin? Because that's fucking cool, man. I love watching filmmakers talk about their craft.
There's a movie from a long time ago. I don't know if you ever saw it or a Sam Peckinpah fan, but the Wild Bunch.
I never saw Wild Bunch, but I am aware of it. Yeah, I need to see it.
It's a western, southwestern movie.
Uh-huh.
The last damn near 3 hours is just loaded with stars. And when that first went for ratings, they were going to rate it X because of violence and rape and all sorts of nasty shit.
Oh yeah.
They had to tone, and they cut that movie down to 3 hours.
Yeah, I need to see that one. Yeah, I like a good western. I need to go and rewatch the Dollars trilogy. It's time, you know. It's one of those I just like to watch them every now and then, and it's time to watch them again. Watch a little Lee Van Cleef, you know.
I encourage you, if you ever are inspired to watch a Sam Peckinpah movie, do not watch an edited or commercial one that has commercials in it. Watch an unedited version.
Oh yeah. Why though?
There's some movies, especially comedies, you can have commercials. Who cares? Watch it on some free TV service. No biggie.
I'll watch Wayne's World that way. It's cool.
Watch The Waterboy with Adam Sandler. Who cares?
Yeah. But
But
some films, yeah.
Some of those old westerns really need, for continuity, you got to watch the whole thing straight through.
Well, I mean, I'm not watching movies for the gore of the thrill of the gore, but sometimes the emphasis of the gore is necessary to give the scene weight. Like, I don't watch Clockwork Orange because I want to see rape and violence. But if you took it out of the movie would no longer have meaning,
But you can tell the writers and the director, Peckinpah, that they did it for emphasis. They did it to shock you.
Yeah.
And they weren't trying to entertain you with all these bad things. They were trying to impress upon you the character of the people doing it.
Nuggets. Use maple syrup for blood. Yup. Yup.
It's nighttime. I should be digging in my hole.
I haven't made a hole yet, except for this one. I made one hole. One giant ass hole.
Oh, I made too many.
All right, so I guess I'm done with this base for the day, It's done. This thing's ready to go. Like I said, all it needs is an upgrade to the hatch. Because it's using a wood hatch, So that's all it needs is an upgraded hatch, which we're short on iron right now. That's the reason I didn't do it.
We can do that tonight. No
Yeah.
problem.
And of course it needs like people in it with guns and bullets. But like apart from that, it's ready to go. I'm probably going to wrap this up. I've had a long day today, I woke up and I did chores, and then I went out and I did Uber delivery, and then I came back and I did some streams. And so I'm going to get off and I'm going to stretch my legs and walk around and get some food. And then I'm going to come back and edit some videos a little later. So I've got that that Mr. Boss for the Win on my own Wanted Highlights channel that I've got a good intro idea. In fact, I have 2 different intro ideas. The other intro idea is to be like to have like a voiceover that says there are some people who call me and make up a name, and then I'll say, but for those that know me, you call me, and cut the audio and quickly cut to a super big graphic or a fucking channel name, I like intros. And that will have some nice timing. Put some 70s like hot jazz music on it or something when it shows the big fucking Yeah, so I'm going to wrap up here, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed today's stream. If you want to join this server, you have to join my Discord and send me a message and say, I'd like to join your server, at which time I'll send you the IP port and password. It's a persistent server. I'll pay for it at least for several months here so we can get some shit going, some bases going, have some fun. So yeah, if you're interested in getting in here, contact me personally on my Discord through a DM or something of that nature. But yeah, I'm out of here. I will see you all in the next stream. Have a wonderful night and goodbye.
You.